Hello. Today I will be learning how to write poetry. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to spew sonnets with such ferocity that they make Emily Dickinson quake with jealousy. And now, thanks to this stirring poem by Gabby Hanna, I found the courage to do so. Filler by Gabby Hanna. Some of these poems were written because inspiration struck. Others were written because I had a deadline and needed to fill pages. Can you guess which are which? This speaks to my heart on such levels. The metaphors hidden betwixt the lines, they make me wanna. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Twinge. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And you've probably guessed what we're gonna be doing today. Disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. Yeah. If you are a fan of Gabby Hanna, or if you're Gabby Hanna herself, which sounds crazy, but Chris Barnett did see my video on him, so it's not impossible, obviously. She is an intelligent, beautiful businesswoman who has worked very hard over the past few years and made a platform for herself, and also has been very open about her mental health recently. I am not a doctor, and I'm definitely not a mental health professional, so I will not be speculating on that in this video or in any way trying to insinuate that Gabby is crazy. Disclaimer over. I've never personally followed Gabby on anything, but I do remember seeing some of her vines when Vine was still around. She went from there to doing YouTube, where she did a lot of story times, and then about 2 years ago, I think, is when she started doing music. You probably know this stuff and have some idea of all the drama she's been in, so I won't go into too much detail. But recently, she's been on my FYP a lot. Some might even say too much. And it's me. I am some. I say it's too much. Gabby has this ongoing, endless drama with Trisha Paytas. Trish was actually a guest on Gabby's podcast channel in February of this year, where they talked about that a little bit. And by they talked about it, I mean Gabby talked about it while Trisha sat and nodded and smiled.
My pop song went viral. It's a shame, I really like her music, but I had to take her out of my playlist because of this.
Right.
And then I kept doing pop. Butterflies was pop. So that was whatever.
Yeah.
So I was trying to fit myself in this box of I'm a pop artist.
Right.
I'm not. I was trying to appease the masses. It didn't work. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
That's when all of a sudden it's she's a narcissist. She's a manipulator. She's a terrible person.
Yeah.
By the way, I've never talked about this.
Oh.
But
it was a little awkward, but whatever. They seemed mostly civil. I think they exchanged apologies. Gabby showed remorse for the whole Gabby who cried STD incident of 2019. But then Gabby posted this TikTok.
Never mattered what I had to say. I was always wrong. Every question turned into another long night chat.
Which received this duet.
Never mattered what I had to say. I was always wrong. Every question turned into another long night chat.
Which received this comment from Trish. And seemingly this one emoji was enough to cause a complete 180 in how Gabby was treating Trisha. She started talking about them all over TikTok.
Trisha Paytas is upset that I called her untalented, even though she's allowed to have an opinion about me. She says everyone can have an opinion. She has an opinion about my music. But what's this? You're making fun of me online, you hypocritical fake bitch.
And Twitter. I made a Twitter just so I could read Gabby's tweets for this video, so if any of y'all want to follow me over there. I don't even know what you post on Twitter because I've never had one, but just real quick, while I was reading Gabby's tweets for this video, I found this one of her accusing BB Rexa of copying her Monster music video, because there's a shot of BB Rexa sitting on the ground. There's a vase and a mirror being shattered, then a match being lit, and then a house on fire. So, 4 of the most original concepts that are not at all frequently used in music videos. Bibi tweeted back and said that actually her inspiration came from Eminem and Rihanna's Love the Way You Lie music video, which yeah, they're similar. Also, you can't really copyright the very well-known cinematic shot of having your subject light something against a dark, contrasting background. The mirror and vase breaking in BB's video is because the entire house is breaking. You can't have the house come down and exclude the vase and the mirror. Oh my God, there was an earthquake. Are you guys okay? Yeah, we're fine, but the house is almost completely destroyed. What do you mean, almost? Well, the vase and mirror made it, miraculously. That is miraculous. Those are basically the two most fragile things someone can have in a house. Anyway, Gabby and Trisha started going at it once again on TikTok and Twitter. I'm not really gonna talk about it because I'm honestly sick of hearing about the two of them arguing. Now they're talking about how they were friends or they weren't really friends and how they invited her to Thanksgiving or they didn't invite her to Thanksgiving, and I do not give a fuck. On April 23rd, Gabby tweeted this announcing a mini-series, which now these make a lot more sense.
I'm back, bitches. And I don't want to hear I'm acting different.
Gabby's podcast channel almost consistently gets less than 100,000 views per video, and Trish and Ethan's podcast, Frenemies, consistently gets a lot more than that. People are saying that she's stirring up all this old drama to try and get an invite onto the Frenemies podcast, which makes sense so that she can try and get some views to her channel, as well as bringing attention to her mini-series. The thing that really caught my attention, and seems to be another point that caused these strange posts from Gabby, was this video by Rachel Oates, who is amazing by the way, reviewing Gabby's new book, Dandelion, which is more poetry. The review was negative, but gave some valid criticisms, and Gabby's immediate and very professional response was to attack Rachel online and send her fans after them to the point that Rachel had to delete Twitter.
You could just apologize. You literally just ran away and blocked me instead of looking at your own criticism. You can't take criticism towards yourself at all. You can't stand even the tiniest ounce of criticism. You're a fucking monster.
But wait, can you guess who sent Rachel the book to review in the first place? It was Gabby. Gabby sent her the book to review. My mind is so completely boggled by this. This is your career. This is your job. Can you imagine accepting criticism in this way at any other type of job? Yeah, so Douglas, I just feel like the graph could have a little less blue, maybe some warmer colors to try and cheer things up a little bit, and then we could go from that. Fuck you. I'm sorry? Fuck you. Your opinion doesn't matter. I'm your boss. I'm your boss. I have more Instagram followers than you, bitch. Okay, well, you're fired. Obviously. You're a bully. I'm a what? You're a high school fucking bully. Point the finger, pull the trigger, throw them off your rail, you'll give yours eventually. Please leave. Please.
Hi, I'm going to be voicing for Gabby Hanna in this next video because she has her song quietly playing in the background and I'm not getting a copy strike. Not today.
I really cannot believe that you guys let a woman who doesn't like Bo Burnham tell you that my book wasn't good. This is the biggest compliment that I've ever fucking gotten, that she called both mine and Bo Burnham's work disappointing. She called Bo Burnham's work disappointing. Her. Who is she? Who is she? She's a person making content on YouTube who's allowed to have an opinion regardless of the fact that she has less subscribers than you. Gabby, no matter the situation, seems to have the same response to criticism. Oh, you have less subscribers than me? You're irrelevant. Oh, you have more subscribers than me? You're a bully. Either way, she's absolved of all fault, of course. I went into this video with a pretty open mind. Everything I've heard or seen about Gabby Hanna has always been secondhand, and I know how the internet can be sometimes, so I've never taken any of it to heart or really formed an opinion about her. But now I have, and it's definitely an opinion. I think my biggest takeaway regarding her character comes from how she confronted Bebe Rexha versus Rachel Oates. Bebe Rexha is a celebrity singer who had never heard of Gabby before these tweets, while Rachel Oates is a YouTuber with less than 300,000 subscribers. She called Rachel Oates a bitch multiple times, and if you go watch any of Rachel's videos, she is the opposite of that. Called Rachel a bitch for criticizing her poetry. And did I mention that Gabby's the one who sent Rachel the book in the first place? I did? Okay. Sorry, I just felt like I needed to bring it up again for some reason. But then when she was trying to accuse the music video of copying hers, it was all, oh, Miss Bebe Rexha, please. Oh, I love you so much and I'm such a fan of your work and I'm so sorry to bother you, but I think maybe you might have just a tiny bit copied my music video. And again, I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. I would never accuse you of such a thing. But like, dude, if the way you treat people is decided by how much clout they have, or AKA how much clout they can potentially give you, you're not a good person. And to your frequent complaints on how people bully you and how undeserving you are of that.
You're a bitch. What is it, you manipulative, narcissistic bitch? Face yourself, bitch. You mean Miss 4K views on your fucking makeup tutorial? Miss 4K views on your commentary piece a week ago? Yeah, I just checked.
Maybe you are the monster that's been there all along. I'm gonna call it there, you guys. Thank you so much for getting us to our first 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know how to say how much I appreciate it. And if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, have you ever wondered what Love Island would be like if instead of an island, it was on a farm, and instead of doing nothing all day, they were picking up cow poop with their bare hands? Well, someone did, because this show exists. I've been watching a lot of reality TV lately because my body is like a Nature Valley bar in the bottom of your purse, falling apart and inedible. Unless you're like really brave. I watched the last season of Love Island. I watched Temptation Island. It's always on an island. I don't know why it can't be anywhere else, like a lagoon, since they're always lagooning. But the one I want to talk to y'all about is Farmer Wants a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife is a reality TV show about astronauts who want a divorce. Just kidding, you know what it's about. It's literally in the title. It literally explains it. The show technically has been around since 2007, since it has a lot of variations in other countries, like Australia. That's a country, for example. But the US version actually just started in 2023, and just like everything else in this country, it's a fucking disaster. The problem... But I won't. After the contestants are chosen, they make their way to the farms they'll be living on for the next 6 weeks.
A log cabin.
Oh, wow.
One of the farmers, Landon, has a decaying buck skull on his front porch because nothing says welcome like a visual reminder of your ability to kill. And the women on his farm walk in to realize that they'll be sleeping on bunk beds in his living room.
Oh my gosh, the bunk beds!
I think this is pretty funny because if you remove the novelty of farms from this situation, this is just where some guys live. Like, imagine sending 5 women to a guy's 450 square foot apartment where the only furniture is a bench press. The only food is protein powder. His mattress is on the floor. And the show is called Guy Wants a Girlfriend. Maybe, not really. He doesn't believe in labels. He just wants to see how things go, okay? Why are you rushing him? God, he's only 43. After the women arrive to their respective farms, they are immediately put to work.
We're just gonna push those cows down into the pasture.
It's important for me to see how the girls work in this environment.
The main factor in their wife search for all these farmers seems to be how much farm work their potential wife will be able to do.
I'm assuming you already like gathered eggs and had breakfast ready?
I don't need a ranch hand. I need someone who's willing to help me on the ranch.
Every farmer consistently talks about needing to know which woman would fit his lifestyle best. And then the lifestyle they want them to fit into is being an unpaid ranch hand.
An extra set of hands just make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure a free set of hands makes a lot of difference. It's basically like love and romance on this dating show are second-hand priorities, and the first-hand priority is finding second hands. A second pair of hands. To do farm work for free. And as if that wasn't enough, the farmers also make comments about expecting help with the domestic side of farm life. They'll repeatedly mention how the farmers' homes need a woman's touch.
This is me. It needs a woman's touch a little bit. I know.
We're living in a barn.
Which just adds to the overall vibe of the show that the women are here to work. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought you were a guest here? There's homes that need touching. Bless this house? No. Caress this house. The very first day the women get to Alan's farm, this guy, he has them doing this. It's almost like he was waiting for them to get there before he started this project. He doesn't actually want to date anyone. He just needed this tree cleared. He's probably still married. He has to be. Divorce isn't real. The women continue to do chores throughout the show, even if the farmers aren't around.
Lift with your legs, ladies.
In one episode, they even go as far as packing them all up and taking them to work on a friend's farm.
Guys, this is a longtime friend of mine, Jordan. He's got some calves here. We got to do some vaccinations, little worming, that kind of stuff. Free help, free help.
Free help, that's right.
So they're straight up being treated like ranch hands, except worse because they're not getting paid and they have to wake up and do glam makeup and hair every single day. By the way, if the women aren't overjoyed at the opportunity to provide free labor, that literally impacts their likeliness of moving forward in the show.
Sloan seems like a very nice girl,
Well, I'm glad my pants are already ripped.
but she really didn't necessarily jump in there head first.
Yeah, so Sloan actually didn't jump headfirst into a task she's unfamiliar with. She actually didn't smile enough while working for me for free. Something must be wrong with her. It seems less like Alan was expecting 5 women looking for love on his farm and more like he was expecting 5 Paul Bunyans. It just doesn't make sense because at the end of the day, you still have to cook a meal for a man you don't know. Later on in the show, they actually prep food, arrange tables, and set out all the dishes so that Ryan's friends can come hang out while he does this. This has the same energy as those guys who find random tasks to do so they don't have to help their wife clean when they have people coming over. Babe, I would help you mop the floors, but I have to repave the cul-de-sac. You want me to help cook? Seriously? You're seriously asking me that right now when there are bike chains in the garage that need lubricating. Wow, you know what? You're a real bitch. Something else that really bothered me about this dating show was how little the producers actually planned dates. The show sets up one-on-one dates for each of the farmers once every 2 weeks, okay? The show is 6 weeks long, okay? There are 5 women on each farm, okay? 6 divided by 2 is 3, okay? And 3 does not equal 5. Okay? Which means there are not enough solo dates for each of the women to have one with the farmers. Which means some of these women will spend 6 weeks doing chores on the farm without ever actually dating the farmer. And every date that does happen will have hay. They'll be sitting around hay, they'll be sitting on top of hay, even if it doesn't make sense for hay to be there, it will be there, I guess, just to remind us that we're on a farm in case you forgot. The show will bring everyone together every 2 weeks as well for some kind of group activity, but those aren't dates and the farmers end up talking to each other instead of the women.
I ain't even kissed any of the girls. I ain't even got to that bridge yet.
As far as I can tell, the only other producer involvement is when they periodically will send letters to the farmers, letting them know they need to kick one woman off their farm. But the thing about those is the farmers don't actually have to kick anyone off.
You guys are okay with it? I'll just have all 5 of you stay.
I think every time a letter is sent out, at least one farmer just goes, no. I simply won't be doing that.
I think I need to take a little more time to get to know y'all.
Like, it makes sense the first time because the show sends them a letter after the first day, and that makes literally no sense because it's the first day the women have been there and the farmers haven't interacted with them at all, aside from saying, pick up that steak and put it over there, and your 10 minutes was 2 hours ago. Why are you on your phone? Obviously, Farmer Allen sends Sloan home because as someone who doesn't routinely chop down and clear fallen trees, she didn't know how to chop down and clear fallen trees. But the rest of the farmers don't send anyone home because they don't know these women at all yet.
I just don't think that I can comfortably make a decision tonight to send somebody home.
So honestly, props to them for calling that out and declining to do that.
What we'll do is we won't send anyone home.
Farmer Ryan also doesn't send anyone home, but it's only because he hasn't had a chance to make out with all of them yet. So I don't think he gets any props for that. Call him a mime because of how he doesn't have any props. However, throughout the rest of the show, they keep refusing to send anyone home.
I just can't send anybody home tonight.
I would like for you all to stay another week.
And while I do think that was a reasonable response the first time, it's also kind of crazy that they're allowed to do that. If you agree to go onto a TV show that has a format and established rules, that doesn't really feel like something you're allowed to opt out of. Like, what do you mean the participants of the show don't have to participate in the show? There's literally no stakes if they're allowed to just not do that. I mean, there's a lot of stakes. There's plenty of stakes. Like, there's stakes, but there's no stakes. If you've seen other reality TV dating shows like Love Island, you might be thinking, well, it's probably fine that the show didn't plan a lot of dates because the participants are actively living together so they can just hang out and talk to each other in between planned activities. Except no. No, they apparently can't.
Our ladies have something else on their minds.
One-on-one time, one-on-one time, one-on-one, alone time, one-on-one time.
One of the most recurrent complaints from the women on every farm by far is that the farmers are not talking to them.
What I'm hoping next is that I do get some one-on-one time.
I'd really love to get a little bit more attention from him.
I really haven't got a chance to sit down and talk to him.
I need stuff to make me feel comfortable, and that is like being able to pull me one-on-one.
We have had absolutely no one-on-one time. So I haven't had a lot of one-on-one time with Alan.
To the point that the host of the show literally has to intervene.
I have not gotten to speak to him at all.
The host finds out that Ashley, this woman, has not spoken to Farmer Hunter since their initial 3-minute speed date, and that was 3 weeks ago. The host immediately pulls the guys to the side to have a chat with them.
Hey, gentlemen, come over. Let's have a sidebar.
And basically has to be like, hey, you guys are gonna have to talk to the women on your farm. You can't marry them without talking to them first. That's a different dating show. You're in the wrong one for that. It feels like the show was assuming the farmers would take initiative and try to get to know the women, and the farmers assumed the show would make them get to know the women. So they were kind of just passing the buck around back and forth, the decomposing one. The more time the women are there, the more apparent it becomes that they're barely interacting with the farmers at all in between the planned dates. Aside from chores, don't worry, they're still doing unpaid labor. So many of them don't have any idea where they stand with the farmers, and it's probably because the show is happening at their place of work. Like if you ask 4 farmers who have admitted multiple times to being inexperienced with dating to choose between dating women or farm, they're going to choose farm. But we have to take it easy on these guys, okay? We can't just expect them to suddenly start dating everyone when they have very little dating experience. That's like asking someone who's never done farm work to do farm work, and if they're not immediately good at it, kicking them off the show. Like you would never do that. That's just unreasonable. The woman who doesn't believe in divorce, Cassidy Joe, this is her. Cassidy Joe starts complaining that she and Farmer Alan haven't kissed yet and that she needs that physical affection.
I guess I wish we would have had a kiss.
I think it's going.
I know that I need that affection, right? Physical touch.
Maybe she should go to Ryan's farm. There's plenty of that to go around over there. But she starts being really weird about this.
I don't want to be too aggressive, but I want to show that I like him. I want to kiss you.
Even though Farmer Alan hasn't kissed any of the women on his farm and specifically set a boundary that he likes to move slowly.
I understand it all, but it doesn't mean I want to have him, give him the space. I want to go, why don't you want to kiss me? I'm like a little kid.
Yes, you are, because you're throwing a tantrum like a little baby. She ends up throwing such a fit about this that he gives her a peck simply to appease her.
Kiss me, please.
Here.
Which is so fucked up. I don't have anything funny to say about this. I can't believe she didn't get kicked off the show immediately. So yeah, don't be like Cassidy Joe, who doesn't believe in divorce or apparently consent. As I've already mentioned, Ryan has no problem showing the women on his farm physical affection. He also has no problem doing it in front of people.
I can be romantic from my own way,
including the other women on his farm who are romantically interested in him and who he's also been kissing, sometimes hours before. For example, Haley, this woman, sees Ryan locking arms with someone else and has a justified response.
This man acts like he likes me. He doesn't. If Ryan doesn't want me here, I don't want to be here.
And she ends up confronting him in a very collected, very articulate way, okay? This is important.
The person you pick has to pick you back.
Yeah.
Like you have to form a connection.
And then they make out. A lot. Which is crazy because right after this, Ryan starts questioning if he even likes her anymore because she's too emotional.
I'm not sure how a relationship with her would be because she's so much more emotional than the other girls.
Bro, what are you talking about? She simply reacted to you holding hands with someone else when she has feelings for you, and you've been telling her that you have feelings for her too, and she didn't even cry in front of you. She went into a porta potty to cry. Arguably the worst place to cry. He ends up confronting her about being emotional.
So you have an emotional side. Tell me about that.
Well,
the fact that he's doing this while she's helping him clean up horse shit is so crazy. Hey, I've noticed you have reactions to my actions. Would you say you're a whiny bitch-ass baby? Also, can you cover for Sarah tomorrow? She's gonna be busy making out with me. So the next time the show sends an elimination letter, instead of just ignoring it, which everyone has still been doing by the way, he sends her home.
Haley, I think you're gonna have to go home. I feel that we may have a disconnect, you know, with who I am as a person and who you are.
I think we may just have a disconnect with who I am, normal, and who you are, a whiny bitch ass baby. And I literally can't make this up, guys. He starts crying while he's kicking her off the show for crying.
It's okay, don't be upset.
So it's actually great that he's been kissing everyone and getting a lot of practice with that, so that he knows how to kiss my ass. As the show gets closer to the finale, each farmer is down to 2 women. Yes, they actually did start making them kick people off. And to help them make their final decisions, the farmers get to meet the women's bio. They are a fun family that refuses to grow up. And then they have their business email right after that, which is pretty grown up if you ask me. We'd love to collaborate with you and hear some of your thoughts on content strategy. Goo goo gaga. They make a lot of videos where the husband scares the wife and she freaks out.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
Or he scares her and she hits him in the balls.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
But no matter what happens, she is gonna scream like a boiling tea kettle. Harmless prank is the best. Harmless? He shocked her and then drug her off the bed. She came crashing to the floor. What do you think a harmful prank is? Murder? I have to sit back in this chair because my back is killing me. They're basically the equivalent of those early 2010 YouTube couple prank channels where you had to suspend belief in order to accept that they're possibly surprised by pranks anymore. Oh no, here comes my husband holding a DSLR camera. I sure hope he's not about to dump water on me like he did yesterday. And the day before that. And the day before that. And the day before. Basically, every video involves them terrorizing each other in some way. But these aren't the ones that got me, okay? The one that fooled me was this one. I saw this months before I knew who they were, and I was like, yeah, accidents happen. Plus, this is low-quality security camera footage, and nothing has ever been faked on a low-quality camera, except for the moon landing.
This is like something off of a movie. Rom-com IRL. This looks straight out of a rom-com. Why do people keep saying that this is a rom-com? If anything, this is like a crime doc. Look at this. Watch this. Get this man on a stretcher. Get this man to the ER. And get this show on the road. The show being the sponsor segment, that is. This video is sponsored by Laylo. It's almost Valentine's Day, and why do the cliche things like get chocolates and roses when you can do yourself? Laylo offers premium quality, luxury design toys with innovative tech so that you and or y'all can innovate the night away. Laylo has so many toys to choose from, whether you want external stimulation or internal stimulation, or both at the same time stimulation. They're made of premium soft to the touch silicone and are waterproof and other moisture proof. For example, the Sona Cruise 3 uses sonic wave stimulation that eases up in intensity so you don't get jump scared when switching up levels, of which there are 12. And if you have the Laylo app, there are 2 extra modes and a feature called the Love Bridge, which is great for long distance. Right now, Laylo is offering a bunch of discounts for Valentine's Day, but if you take my code, which is CHAD20, you can stack that on top of their discounts and get even better deals. The deals just won't stop coming, and neither will you. You can check them out by clicking the link in the description and using code CHAD20 for an additional discount off your purchase, so you can use Laylo's toys while you lay low. Or sit down, or stand up, whatever gets you going. Thank you to Laylo for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. I don't know what it is, but putting a date and timestamp in the corner of your video increases its believability on TikTok by about 75%. I think it's maybe because having security cameras inside your home is a fairly new concept we're being introduced to, so it's easier to fall for stuff like this when we're not used to people staging things this way. But Paul and Stacey aren't just staging pranks and injuries, they're also staging moments like this.
Let the little go so you can hold the big.
Aw man, I hate when the water I put on the pot to boil starts to boil in the pot full of water that I put on the stove to boil. Nothing's going my way today. I love everyone losing their minds over the spaghetti noodles getting cooked a little too much. What are we gonna do? My ravioli is getting ravi soft. Nothing's going my way. This whole thing is apparently enough of a disaster for her and her son to start screaming at the top of their lungs until the dad comes in to save the day. And not only does he come swooping in to do just that, but he comes in playing 1,000 Years by Christina Perri on his phone. He already had that playing. He already had that preloaded. And
Why would he do that? Why would his immediate reaction to both his wife and son screaming be to come in playing a song from Breaking Dawn Part 1? What if they were screaming because something actually terrible was happening? Dad, come quick! There's a guy in the kitchen wearing a mask and threatening us. He's saying terrible things. You're toast. Oh my god, Dad, he's gonna kill us! No, you're toast. It's burning. After he de-escalates the situation, the whole family shares a hug and sways to the music. And this is so weird. It's so weird and so strange, especially since their kid is involved.
One of their categories of videos is to just sit in the car and smash food into each other's faces while their kid sits in the back seat and fake laughs.
And songs we all pretend to know. Right now it feels ordinary.
Imagine being a kid and your parents are constantly making you act in TikTok videos where your role is yourself. A version of yourself that's having faux loving moments with your family. Not actual loving moments, but staged ones where there are millions of people and cameras watching you. Imagine how cool that would be. Dude, my life is like a movie because everything is scripted and there's not enough child labor laws in place to protect me.
Do you think they ever take their son to get ice cream and don't smash it in each other's faces in front of him? He's in the back seat like, guys, can I please just have an ice cream cone? For what? Can I just eat it this time, guys? Please.
I also kept getting videos from this account that's promoting skincare products, and her thing is to walk up to strangers and put something on their skin without their consent.
No. Oh. No, this is not happening, no.
Oh, no, is it?
No, you need to back away from me right now.
And when they react angrily or tell her to go away, she just won't.
I was gonna try my product out on you.
No, I'm going to call the police. You're going to have to get away from me.
No matter how many times they tell her, no thank you, or we're not interested, she just keeps shoving it in their faces.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, please get back.
I know the saying all PR is good PR, but when it comes to selling products on TikTok, I don't know how beneficial it actually is to just make people think that you're a despicable public nuisance. Banana, she has multiple videos where she does this to a teenage girl and their mom will freak out.
We do videos on TikTok. I didn't mean to scare you, but I just wanted to try and see.
No, I'm good. I don't want to buy your Vibe facial system. No, thank you.
Are you sure? I harass people and don't respect their boundaries.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Yeah, let me get one. Her script usually goes something like, no, it's okay. I'm testing my facial product.
I'm actually testing out my facial product. I wanted to try it on her.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Bye.
No, it's okay. You don't understand. I'm doing something. No, it's okay. Let me do something. I'm doing something.
I'm in bed now because my back hurts, and I also started my period. And also, I'm gonna jump off a cliff.
She'll also point out people's flaws so she can fix them.
I'm sorry, you just have some acne on your face.
That is my daughter.
She has some acne.
I'm sorry.
So not only is she pretending to harass people, she's also insulting them. It's like pushy car salesman meets passive-aggressive mom. You want this car? No thanks. Are you sure? It looks like you've gained some weight. What does that have to do with anything? It's energy efficient, unlike you. You look tired. I'm just not wearing makeup. It's got a very spacious cabin, which you're gonna need. Mom. She also goes up to people and sticks this big ass mask on their face.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Which has this comically long cord and battery pack attached to it that's just swinging around, hitting everything.
Try this. Put it on. Try it. Try it. It's for your face.
It's hideous. This thing is called the Age Rewind Miracle Mask, and according to their website, it targets the appearance of fine lines. But if you don't believe it, check out their customer results. Clearly it worked for this real human woman. I love this product. I have never looked better. At least it's only $400 and sold out. And this part looks like a ball sack. Another kind of fake video I keep getting are these dumbass promos for
no free promo. No free promo.
Is this AI app that claims it can find your partner on dating apps using a picture of their face and their name. And the only promotion I ever see for it is through these undisclosed scripted promos that are just pure rage bait.
Who are you? I'm my ex-wife. Who are you? Are you one of his Tinder dates?
Can we not do this here? Like,
wait, you said you weren't married?
Look,
yeah, no, he's married and we have 2 kids.
Guys,
This is a nice place. Can we go?
You kid. Guys, please relax, okay? This is a nice place. That's why I'm wearing a faded Flash t-shirt and cargo shorts. They'll literally plaster the name and logo of the app all over the video, and somehow the comments are never talking about how it's an ad.
This is a beautiful poster of your Tinder that you can go hang up in your new home, and you're gonna find a new place to go, and you're gonna hang this beautiful poster. Look at this beautiful poster.
There's so many accounts that make these promos, but I get a lot from these two specifically. I think they're partners in real life, and they catch each other cheating every single day.
What is this?
It's your birthday present. I got you cheater cookies. I made those myself. And red flag cupcakes, since you're a walking red flag. Unwrap your present. Unwrap it.
Oh man, I wonder what she got him. I sure hope it's a comically large screenshot of the No Free Promo app and logo.
Wow.
Printed out on poster board. And then on his account, he has a video where he gives her those same cookies because he also caught her cheating on him.
Surprise. Do you love it? Because you're a cheater and a walking red flag. I mean, I don't understand what else. Open your birthday gift.
Right now?
Yes, open the gift.
Oh man, I wonder what he got her. Oh my god. I just can't figure it out. I don't have no idea what it is. Is it a pony? Is it a puppy?
Oh my goodness, look at that.
On one hand, it's frustrating to see the comments eating this up, but on the other hand, it's mostly because people are concerned for her because they've made videos where she packs up their kids and leaves the house to try and escape him, or videos where he's being a total asshole to her.
Ever since that moment,
Excuse me?
you've smelled like shit.
Oh, so that must be why you made a Tinder then.
Maybe
some bullshit up.
Maybe I made a Tinder because I don't want to be with somebody who smells like manure.
There are a lot of videos that I'm not including because they're very triggering, including him yelling, throwing things, berating her. Actually crazy to stage this kind of stuff. Crazy in general, just to stage this. But to do it in order to promote an app that I'm assuming you're getting paid to promote, it's crazy. It's crazy and I hate it and you suck. Just wanted to say that on my webcam angle, that is not off-putting at all. So,
you know, just faking a situation that countless women go through every single day so that they can get us to download this shitty ass dookie fart fuck app. And I know what you're thinking, guys. I can't believe an AI app doesn't care about having ethical marketing either. I'm just as shocked as you are. I also can't believe the sky is blue. But out of all of these, I feel like this account has both the highest production quality and the highest deception rate. They make these staged college classroom videos where a student or a professor is really pissed off.
I have a PhD. That's a doctor. Thank you very much. Don't forget. Yes, sir.
You have a 1.4 on Ray My Professor. I'm not even in this class.
Now,
I've been going around to the worst teachers' classrooms.
This is my classroom.
And helping you out.
And you will never guess why they make these videos, ever. Not in a million years will you guess this. Ever, ever, ever. Never. Unless you guess that is to promote another fucking dookie shit ass fart fuck AI app. Then you'd be right.
If you have a problem with my teaching style, you can leave.
Are you kidding me? Because you can't teach and you are literally setting us up for failure. I have to turn to things like Save My GPA that will literally reteach me everything. I upload the entire textbook and then I have to use this, solely this.
Because of you, I have to use this AI app that improves my learning efficiency. Here's what it looks like, by the way. Here's where you can download it and check it out. Also, here's my discount code. Use my code too while you're at it. They always stand up to the professor and hashtag own them by bringing up their Rate My Professor score.
And the textbook is available at the bookstore and it's going to cost about $500.
I have a question. I was just wondering, why do you have a 1.4 on Rate My Professor?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a weed out class. Okay?
Dude, this is a weed out class? That's sick. Guys, get your weed out. No, the teacher said he's fine with it. I rarely see comments acknowledging that these are all ads, at least in the top comments anyway, but it also seems like they're not paying attention to the website plug at all. In fact, they're mostly talking about how these videos just prove that college is a scam.
Dr. Democrat for sure. School's a scam. Drop out and start a business. Charlie Kirk was right. College is a scam.
It's pretty funny to make an ad for a learning tool, and everyone's response to be, learning is bad actually. Hey, check out this soft recyclable toilet paper. No thanks, I don't believe in all that. Recycling? No. Wiping. After seeing how unchecked most of these videos go, I decided to run a few tests. I wanted to prove how easy it is to fool people online, even if you're really bad at it. and barely trying. So I started faking things. Something your mom has never said to me, by the way.
For my first stage video, I asked my friend Tom to pretend to be a complete stranger who's knocking on my hotel room door because he really, really has to take a shit. Like he really has to go really, really bad. Like he can barely hold it in.
Oh, thank God. Hi.
Hello?
Do you mind if I use your restroom?
I don't know.
I'll be in and out, I promise.
This one was pretty tough to film because Tom was so in character that I kept falling to the ground laughing.
You let yourself up here?
I told the guy down there I have to go. If you want me to go in the hall, I'll tell him you didn't let me.
I don't.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the comments didn't really buy this one, except for a couple who are just confused. They're not really fooled. They're just lost. However, I'm still gonna count this one as a win because the woman staying in the hotel room next to mine opened her door to ask if everything was okay.
Oh, sorry. We're recording the video.
Okay.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So technically this one was a success without even having to post it on the internet. We already had someone convinced that there was actually a strange guy who really, really needed to shit in my hotel room. Shout out to her for checking in on us. Also, I'm very sorry you had to open your hotel room door to this.
No.
By the time I made my second video, I realized I wasn't gonna fool anybody unless I used the tried and true methods. So I put a date and timestamp on there to try and make it look like security camera footage. But I can't quite get my voice to do this. So instead, I just used an actual tea kettle.
Oh no! No! Oh my God, I burned the water! I ruined the tea!
I also don't have a son that I can use for content. A human son, anyway.
Oh my God! Are these for me?
I'm also gonna count this one as a success because this person commented, I know it's not the point of the video and I'm not here to chastise, but wireless cameras in your home is a huge security risk. Your videos are safe and available to anyone via a data breach, and that's putting aside that the cameras For my last one, I wanted to dip my toes into the classroom genre of staged content, which was gonna take a bit more effort, so I had a brainstorming session with my friends to figure all that out. I had also just finished watching the final season of Stranger Things, but that had little to no effect on anything.
I don't understand. Could you say that again in English, please?
If this is me, and this is you,
That's
okay,
me.
this is the classroom. I need that later. No one.
I don't understand. Are we
This is
in a
you.
classroom or
But I
are
wanna
we
be that
not
one.
in a classroom?
This is the classroom.
Okay.
I want this goddamn TikTok's heart on a platter. This is the only way.
I think this might just be crazy enough to work.
Let's do it. When I was editing this one, I tried to use this format that the classroom video accounts will do, where they put the most interesting part of the video at the beginning, and then the actual video starts.
Can you put that away? Are you watching a video in my class? It's a ChadChad video. I have a PDH. Do you understand? You're not listening. None of us like you.
And it paid off. Everyone believed this was real. Don't check the comments though. Yet another successful experiment. Being on the internet right now, especially with AI and how quickly that's evolving, it's more important than ever to not take everything you see online at face value. It's very important that we all doubt everything. Because if it's this easy to fake a video about your spouse cheating on you or a whole college classroom, imagine how easy it is to fake a video of your morning routine, or how perfectly organized your closet is, or how this serum on TikTok Shop made your skin flawless and perfect. So if something makes you feel bad or angry or inadequate on the internet, it's pretty safe to assume that it was designed to do so. Because the only thing that's 100% real is reality and my teaching qualifications. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, do you hear that? Hang on, something fishy's going on. Just a second. A clean job. My name is ChadChad. Not really. and today we're gonna talk about conspiracies. Is the Earth flat? Was the moon landing faked? Is Florida a real place? These are just a number of things that we may never know the answer to. Whenever something happens to people that we think is weird or we can't really explain, we like to make it up, because conspiracies are like hemorrhoids. We all got them, right? I think we all have hemorrhoids, okay? When I was a kid, I had a theory that all of my toys could walk around and even talk to each other. And it turns out I was a really stupid kid. But the thing about conspiracies is that you can't be wrong. If you say that you think the sky is actually red and orange, which it probably will be soon, no one can tell you that you're wrong. Conspiracies are kind of like lying, but without the consequences. Unless you're a big fan of conspiracies and you disagree with what I just said, in which case what I just said was a conspiracy. The internet has led to an endless sea of theories. The butterfly effect, the Mandalorian effect, the Mass effect, and we're sick of those. There were literal UFOs flying around last week and nobody cared. We're tired of aliens. Alien? How about Ailey out? Boo! Boo! Boring! Get the fuck out. Go. Leave. The best thing about TikTok and the worst thing about TikTok is that everyone has an opinion. So now that sea of theories, a conspiracy, if you will, has become a bigger, more confusing sea.
I don't know if this is a conspiracy or not, but I heard there were a myriad of robots. The researchers were realizing that these things were getting way too smart. One of them somehow wasn't fully disabled, connects to a f***ing satellite, reassembles itself, starts telling its counterparts how to reassemble itself. The researchers come back in and these things killed all of them. It claimed like 15 or 20 lives before they were able to be dismantled and turned off by authorities, right?
Have you guys heard of this new conspiracy? It's called something. It's Avengers Age of Ultron. I'm not sure why, but the person listening to this thinks it's hilarious.
It claimed like 15 or 20 lives before they were able to be dismantled and turned off by authorities, right?
It doesn't really match the tone of the story. And then the murderous robots burst through the door and slaughtered all of them. I know. The story always kills. But you know who else is killing it is today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Wouldn't it be great if the fresh ingredients and recipes you needed to make home-cooked meals just showed up on your doorstep every week? Man, that would be really cool. I wish that could happen. It can happen. It can happen. With HelloFresh, you don't have to make lists or stand in line at the store. You just go online, choose from 40 weekly meal options, then whip it up using their easy-to-follow recipes. Every step is explained in simple, to-the-point instructions along with pictures so that you can keep up with what your food should look like at each stage. Everything is pre-proportioned so that there's little to no food waste, and you can customize your meals by swapping out sides or types of protein. They also have a lot of veggie options that use seasonal ingredients picked at peak ripeness. Plus, it's cheaper than eating at a restaurant, and you don't have to change out of your laying around the house pajamas and into your going out in public pajamas. It's a win-win for Din Din. You do still have to do your own dishes though. Or don't. I'm not your mom. If you want to check them out, just go to HelloFresh.com and use code ChadChad60 for 60% off plus free shipping. Again, that's ChadChad60 for 60% off at HelloFresh.com. Thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. Now that we've moved on from aliens, we finally have time to talk about more interesting things, like doors.
If giants aren't real, who built this and why?
This person is gonna lose their mind when they find out about skyscrapers. Who the heck did this? This is too big. I like to imagine the creator of this TikTok doesn't really believe in giants, but is actually just the person who made this door. You notice that top latch? It's actually really complex. Yeah, I heard it took her like 15 years to finish it. It's super impressive. Yeah, I would have sex with that person if I could. But it turns out the real giants are busy protecting our entire planet.
Is down there.
Giant monsters. They're a natural defense mechanism from the planet.
Could you give me an example of what one of these giants looked like?
I only have one personal experience that I was there for, saw with my own eyes, and experienced with my own 5 senses.
Oh, you only saw the 300-foot-tall billion-year-old giant monsters once? One time? Lame.
Something that resembles a big furry primate, like a sloth that walks on its hands and is covered with hair.
So the giant monsters are furry, and you experience them with all 5 of your senses.
all 5 of them? It was for research, guys. I had to taste the furry primate genitals. I mean giant genitals. I mean giant genitals. I mean genitals. So you're saying that a giant sloth doing handstands is the only thing protecting our planet? So we're oh my god, help! These giant space worms are eating my family!
Not to fear, the sloth is here.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you so much.
Yep, we'll get right on that.
Okay. When?
Just give me a second, God.
If you take a picture of a $1 bill, on the back,
it looks like an alien.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, you actually, well, you turn the contrast all the way up. The contrast reveals an alien head and the face, the eyes, everything. It's kind of genius.
Did you know that if you completely change the physical appearance of something, the physical appearance of that thing completely changes? This is like the opposite of those zoom enhanced tropes in FBI shows. We got a shot of their plates. Put it on screen. Huh, zoom out. Keep going. Turn up the contrast. Turn down the contrast. Set it on fire. Dehance. We got him. Yes.
It's kind of genius. What's in your pocket?
Yeah, Roswell.
Did you just say Roswell is in your pocket? It's a big ass pocket. Is that a southeastern city from New Mexico in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, it is a city? Okay. What I hate about a lot of conspiracy TikToks is that sometimes they'll forget to include the conspiracy part. Because let's say that yes, if you mess with a $1 bill, it does look like an alien. But then what? That's not a theory. Are you implying that aliens live inside $1 bills like little hermit crabs? Or are you implying that the government is run by aliens? Because that's ridiculous. Everyone already knows that. Okay, so here's a $1 bill. I'm gonna see if we can find the alien that lives inside of it. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. Guys, they live among us.
This video has been going around on social media of a man who found a mosquito with the number 38 printed on its body. And then the next day he found another one with a different number printed on its body. And of course, there's been a conspiracy.
Maybe the mosquitoes just like getting tattoos. Did you think of that? What, because they're parasites, they aren't allowed to express themselves? Plenty of parasites have tattoos. Just look at Jeffree Star. I'm not a scientist, but I feel like this is a pretty common thing. We also track like bees and lobsters. We just put numbers on them so we can track their every move and study their behaviors and see where they are and what they're doing. Spy on them without their knowledge. And I think that, guys, I think we're the aliens. The mosquitoes probably have documentaries about us.
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm pretty sure that the ocean has a bottom.
Because outer space is the ocean.
Otherwise, how does the water stay there? If there was actually space underneath, then the gravity would suck all of the water out. The water would be gone. The ocean would be more like a notion.
Now, there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea.
Yes, I can. Call me algebra because I can cancel out whatever the fuck I want. I haven't discovered 80% of Pennsylvania, but that doesn't mean that it's a portal that'll take me to Mars. It just means I've never been to Pennsylvania. She goes on to say that deep sea fish are probably aliens since the ocean is space now. Keep up. And then cites the 2020 film Underwater as the basis for that.
If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creatures that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth.
But if you're trying to strengthen an argument, I don't know if referencing a Kristen Stewart movie is the best idea. And therefore, my witness is innocent on all counts. Stalking a 17-year-old? Innocent. Twilight 2008. Robbing a bank with 2 accomplices? Catch That Kid 2004. Consuming the blood of an innocent human? Breaking Dawn 2011. Also, Your Honor, she's a mosquito. Yeah, hi. And I still have malaria.
Does anyone actually still watch the moon landing footage and think it's real?
Okay, but whether you believe in the moon landing or not, you can do this to anything and then claim it's not real. You've made them look silly. Of course we don't believe them. Have you ever been to Pennsylvania? Yeah. A conspiracy that stayed pretty consistent on TikTok is that all celebrities are lizard people. What that involves is usually pretty vague. It's just if they say something weird or if they do something lizard-like, it means that they eat children, like lizards do.
I can say clone, I want to say clone. All right, so there's like a clone by Ang Lee. Right. When it comes out, Let's get a selfie real quick. Let's hop in for a selfie.
Of course, it's shown through the form of joking to make the average mind automatically assume it's a joke, even though it was never stated to be a joke or a lie. Reverse psychology. I don't think this is reverse psychology. Reverse psychology would be if Will Smith posted a TikTok like, "Hey guys, just want to let you know I am a reptilian shapeshifter. It's true. All of your theories are correct. I can control minds. Well, in fact, I'm doing it right now. Do not watch Gemini Man in theaters December 11th, 2019. That would be a terrible idea. In fact, I forbid you from seeing it. That is the worst thing you can do. If you leave your house on that day, you will die. I will kill you."
These are disturbing facts about the Teletubbies. When I was little, I loved the Teletubby, but looking back, it was pretty creepy. The giant sun in the sky that has a baby's face, and the fact that their mom is a vacuum cleaner, and there are some conspiracies that think that the baby sun in the sky is actually a demon, and that the mom vacuum cleaner is actually one of Satan's helpers.
That part is true. My cat also thinks that the vacuum cleaner is Satan's helper. I don't understand why out of all the shows from the 90s, the Teletubbies is the one we're worried about. Why? Because they're 10 feet tall and have Furby eyes? Giant suits made out of felt was just the formula for shows in the 90s, like Barney the Purple Dinosaur, aka the world's first furry. And do you remember Big Bird? That was 1000% a demon. What if we have a giant bird with dead eyes and a gaping mouth teach kids about the US Census? It'll be fun. How many people live in your home?
Have you heard about the dark conspiracy theory that surrounds the Teletubbies? Well, it's First piece of evidence is that they have a female voice that seems to come from the ground, always telling them what to do. Like, who the does she think she is? And what's underground?
I don't think anyone who made a conspiracy TikTok about the Teletubbies actually watched an episode of the Teletubbies first. All they do is eat toast and pudding and splash around in puddles. And the demon voice in the pipe, when it comes out of the ground, it makes a continuous wet fart sound. What's that, Satan? You want me to eat breakfast foods and frolic around in a field of flowers with 3 of my closest friends? Satan, that sounds like shit. I actually did watch an episode of Teletubbies for this video, and it was kind of weird. It wasn't really how I remembered it being, but here, I'll just show you. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, sorry about the noise. That's just 7 men being so obsessed with me that they won't leave me alone. Guys, I know I make a mean grilled cheese, but seriously, you're embarrassing yourselves.
Ma'am, please let us in. We got a call about a grease fire.
Okay, sure you did. Nice try, guys. I mean, so desperate. Come on. A clean child. Great. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And are you struggling to get dates? Is the guy you like not texting you back? Did your last date end with you having to post a 3-part story time on TikTok? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then that's a skill issue. Okay, I have so many people obsessed with me that I have to beat them off with a stick. And that's hard. It takes a lot of lube. Now that we're officially out of cuffing season, things in the relationship area may be a little more difficult, and that's okay. All you have to do is get better at everything immediately. TikTok. Speaking of which, that app is always offering helpful morsels of dating advice, like act interested, but not too interested. Flirt with them a lot, but not a lot. Cut the red wire, not the blue wire. What do you mean there's a green wire? Cut that one too, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen that before. I'm not really sure. We've talked about alpha dating advice before, but the other day I came across this video.
Things you should never say to a man if you want him to be completely obsessed. You're exactly my type. Don't make him too comfortable. He will start slacking. Make him feel slightly inferior to you and he'll treat you like a goddess.
Don't tell a guy you like him. Are you crazy? Make him feel like shit. If you find yourself intentionally trying to make someone feel inferior to you, you're a bad person. You're not allowed to girl bossify manipulation. Hey, you want to get dinner sometime? I don't think so. Why not? I think you're getting a little too comfortable. We're married. Are we though?
But you know who I am obsessed with? Is today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Intimina. Are you tired of running out of pads or tampons at literally the worst possible time? Or are you tired of spending money every month on period products when you could be using it to buy more flower Lego sets? If so, then it might be time for the switch. Intimina offers a line of environmentally friendly and cost-friendly menstrual products. Their cups are made from medical-grade silicone and come in a bunch of different sizes, so whether you've been using cups for a while or are a beginner, you can easily find the right cup for you. The Lily Cup 1 is the perfect starter product for beginners. It comes in this protective case that you can take with you anywhere. This cup has you covered for up to 8 hours of protection and has this loop here for easy, stress-free removal. The first time using cups can be daunting, but if you have any questions, Intimina's website is a great resource for menstrual care and even has a YouTube channel with tutorials on how to use each of their products. If you want to check out Intimina's website, just click the link in the description or go to intimina.com to learn more about the Lily Cup 1. Thank you to Intimina for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video.
Do not say you are perfect. Keep him on his toes, sis. Don't make it so easy for him.
If you were thinking of complimenting the person you're interested in, don't. What are we supposed to say instead? It doesn't really seem like we're allowed to say anything positive, so I guess the right thing is to insult them. Hey, I saw you from across the room and I just wanted to say I could smell your breath all the way over there. Can I get you a drink of mouthwash? You want to head back to your place alone so you can brush your teeth?
Keep him on his toes, sis. Don't make it so easy for him.
How's he supposed to get anything done if he's got to stand on his toes all the time? Be right back, babe. I gotta pick up your prescription.
How to make him obsessed with you. When on the phone with him, say his name and drag it out a little. If he says something funny, touch his arm while you laugh. Give him a cute nickname that only you call him, UGH.
I know this means ugh, like how that's a cute thing for people to do, but when I first read this, I thought that that was the nickname you're supposed to give him. So we've been talking for a while now, and it's been great. Ugh. And I think that we should take it to the next level. Every time I close my eyes, all I can see is our future together. Ugh. Also, what if he doesn't want a nickname? What if he likes his name or if it's already super short? Hey, my name is Nick. Hi, can I give you a nickname? No thanks, I already have one.
Things you should never say to a man. You're exactly my type.
Is there a closer picture of Bella Hadid we can use? I just feel like we aren't zoomed in enough. Things you should never say to a man. The videos from this account just use zoomed in pictures of models and then give some of the worst advice you've ever heard. How to make a man like you. Tell him you fucking hate him.
How to make a man spoil you. Classical conditioning.
Hey, to make a man spoil you, just like become a psychologist. All you gotta do is go to school for a minimum of 5 years and dedicate your life to the intricacies of human psychology, and then you can finally claim your prize. A guy named Ugh. This might just be me, but if you have to Pavlov a guy into treating you well, maybe he's not the one. Maybe just date someone else instead of treating it like a Psych 101 assignment. My boyfriend never gets me flowers, so I'm gonna give him a piece of ham every time I mention them. Hey babe, look at my tulips. I can't stand babies. Or kids. Hey wow, look at my pet petunias.
How to mess with him. Text him good morning and let him respond, then don't reply. Have convos with him and stop responding out of nowhere. Text him come over, then don't answer.
So just don't talk to him? It's called absence makes the heart grow fonder, so the more absent you are, the more fonder they are. And that is why my dad left 16 years ago. He actually loved me too much. Thanks, Dad. Also, if you text someone come over and then stop responding, what if they do come over? Because I think this person is assuming he'll text and ask what time or something, but what if he doesn't and just shows up? I think if you invite someone over, you should be prepared for them to actually come over. All right, you see that guy on the left? Yeah, I see him. Take him out. Got him. Oh my God. What? I was messing around. You hired me. I don't think that's what happened. You paid a deposit. Did I though?
If you want him to be insanely attracted to you, you are going to be fun to be around. You are also going to make sure that you have your own life. Your hobbies, your friends, your activities are exactly the things that make you this interesting girl he's attracted to.
Something that I've noticed about a few of these is that you need to be busy to make a guy obsessed with you. So a lot of the advice is like, you need to have a lot of friends and great relationships so you can get a boyfriend. You need to have hobbies that you're passionate about so you can get a boyfriend. Lead a fulfilling life, a successful career, and find worth within yourself so that you can find worth by getting a boyfriend. Finding someone who likes you and your accomplishments should be a byproduct and not the reason you were trying to accomplish things.
And in the second row, we have Brittany, 4-time Olympic gold medalist. Just look at her go, John. That's right, Paul. She is just on fire today. Hang on, what's this? What's going on? Wait, what's wrong? We're getting word that she has finally gotten a text back from Josh. Folks, this is incredible. Every Olympian dreams of this day. Such an inspiration for little girls watching all over the world right now. You can say that again, Paul.
If you do these 3 things, he will fall in love with you. Number 1, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. If you learn how to cook his favorite meal and everything that he likes, I promise you, he will fall in love with you. Number 2, be his support system. Living life as a man in today's society can be difficult sometimes. There's a lot of pressure.
I like that most of these videos are telling us how to play mind games, and this one is just, ladies, being a man is harder than it's ever been. Okay, now go make me a sandwich. It is 2023. We have touchscreen toasters and are still giving dating advice based on a quote from John Adams. I'm not saying you shouldn't cook for the person you love. I'm just saying we need some new material. I don't know if we should be following advice that's older than light bulbs. Kids can't sleep? Give them some arsenic. Breath stink? Gargle some arsenic. Your breath will still stink, but you won't be worried about that anymore.
What I'm about to share is very manipulative, and I don't recommend you use it on just anyone. You're gonna create pleasure and pain. Let's start with pleasure. Give this person attention, give them hope, let them get comfortable. Almost like they're in an ocean with unlimited supplies of water. Next up, pain. You're gonna take them from that ocean and drop them in the desert. Okay, no more water supply. In other words, no contact. Because that's when they're gonna get confused.
These metaphors make no sense. Dropping them in a desert with no water or in an ocean with unlimited supplies of water. You can't drink ocean water. If you have unlimited supplies of ocean water, it's because you're drowning. Also, thinking that your text messages are the equivalent of someone's water supply is the most self-involved thing I've ever heard. Yeah, a snap from me is like life-saving. They don't even use defibrillators anymore. They just call me. I guess I'm like God's gift to Earth. I don't know. That sounds crazy. That's just what everybody's saying. I don't know. Just don't listen to this advice. People don't need to be obsessed with you to love you. Obsession is not love. And ignoring people is just gonna make them feel ignored. I don't understand. We were getting along really well and then she just quit answering. Is there something wrong with me? Yeah, you're talking to a meerkat.
What if I told you that the way you hold your cup on a first date can actually make a guy obsess over you? You are on a date right now and you're gonna go pick up that drink in front of you. However, a lot of people make this mistake. Do not, for the love of God, hold the drink like this. If you are holding a drink like this shows to the other person that you have this like insecure and uptight energy. Men hate that.
Joke's on you because I already overanalyze everything I do. Way ahead of you. This is a weird way to stand. No one has ever stood like this before. You're so bad at standing right now. They're gonna kick you out for standing like this. This is the dumbest standing anyone's ever done. Stupid stand. But dumb, bad standing.
Rather, what you should be doing is holding the cup like this. More loose, ready to go, and confident. As little as this may seem, and subconscious mind pays attention to everything.
There's basically no difference in those two ways. You barely moved your fingers. Holding your thumb like this launches a website for dog beds. Holding your thumb like this launches a nuclear... I really think we're just overcomplicating things. How are you supposed to get to know anyone if you're worried about your cup posture? There's too many rules and mind games. It's too complex. That's why I'm gonna start dating like you do in video games. Specifically in Stardew Valley. You want to get married? Sure. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if wet mouth, happy stomach, clear skin, becoming richer, your parents finally caring about you, and getting more bitches. A twinge of cringe. My name is ChadChad. Says so. Right there. Must be true. And do you remember this guy? I remember him. I remember this guy. I talked about this TikToker a couple years ago when he was posting videos complaining about how hard it is to find someone to date because everyone is either taken, not looking for anything serious, or is 14 years old. Is that a frequent problem you're running into? Does that happen regularly to you? Other than that, I just remember him posting thirst traps with women and always having a belt. Sometimes he would wear the belt. Sometimes he would take off the belt. Because I guess when he takes off his belt, it's hot. But when I take off mine, it's what are you doing? And you're gonna fall off the roller coaster. Make up your mind. You're so up and down. We're going in circles. But I was scrolling on Twitter the other day, and who do I see? Him. It's him. He's back. So now he's kind of changed his content a little bit. Now he fingers food. Time just flies, doesn't it? One day you're hanging out with pretty women and doing TikTok dances, and then the next you're giving yourself salmonella poisoning. Salmonella or salmonella? All I know is it makes you poop a lot. It makes you poop a bunch of times all over the place. You don't want it. That's all I know about it. You don't want it. You can't put your fingers into your mouth after they were just inside an uncooked chicken, okay? When they said raw dogging, they didn't mean your partner actually needs to be raw. It's just a saying. While he's preparing the chicken, he ties its wings together with what looks like a hair tie. Not just its legs, which you're supposed to do. I think it's called a truss, but the wings too. And I'm pretty sure there's no reason to do that. I don't know much about preparing a chicken, but I did consult an expert, which means that I'm right. Just agree with everything that I say, okay?
All right.
So in your professional opinion, you're not supposed to, the truss is only supposed to go on the feet, not the wings, it's just the legs.
That's correct.
In his older videos, he would use hair ties to put women's hands together in a seductive kind of way. So I guess he just likes tying chicks up. Which in this case kind of feels like adding insult to injury, because imagine dying not just so you can be cooked like this, but also subjected to BDSM. Wow, this looks delicious. Thank you. These handcuffs? Are these handcuffs in the chicken? She was a very, very bad girl. That is a choking hazard. That is what she said. But instead of getting it on with food, you should get it on with today's sponsor. Today I partnered up with Balesa Boutique and we're doing a big vibrator giveaway, so listen up. Balesa Boutique is a bi-woman company on a mission to embrace and empower everyone's sexuality, because everyone deserves a little pleasure, a little treat, a little sexy little treat. And thanks to my friends over at Balesa Boutique, that sexy little treat can come in the form of toys crafted with the highest quality body safe materials out there. The Pebble by Balesa has both suction and vibration that can be controlled independently, and it doesn't have any of those annoying modes that you have to click through to get to the good stuff. Bless your heart, Balesa. Thank you. It's rechargeable, waterproof, and don't worry about cramping because the Pebble is ergonomically designed to fit in your hand perfectly, so you can go for hours if you want. And with the Pebble, you will want. And if something disastrous like this happens at the paws of your dog, Balesa has an official policy to replace your vibe for free. All they ask for in return is a picture of the culprit, of the ruffian. And if you sign up for our giveaway, you'll get a free toy or gift card for a toy. All you have to do is check out Balesa Boutique with the link below, and everyone who signs up will win something, so get them while they're hot. Actually, I mean, they're always hot, but get them now. Thank you to Balesa Boutique for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. It seems like he's trying to incorporate the sexy cooking trend as one of his regular things. Girl. Which is just something that we do not need more of. That trend is becoming such an epidemic that it's actually making me a misogynist. I agree. Women belong in the kitchen, not men. Do not let them in there. Do not let them cook. He does your typical moves like mixing things with his hands or slapping dough, but he adds a personal touch by using his fingers to mix egg whites and then showing them to us and pulling them apart. What happened to us? We used to build things. We used to make bridges. Now we make eggs. Is this your legacy? Is this how you want to be remembered? Grandma, show us a picture of Grandpa. Here he is. We were all so proud of him. Wow. And here he is after the discharge. Grandpa was in the army? No, he was not. He also has this new kind of theme where instead of having as many women in his videos, he leans into being single and how lonely he is. So he'll post these videos where he's eating alone, and it wouldn't be so empty if they hadn't seen how you made that food. Maybe you wouldn't be alone if you just stopped humping the air. You don't have to be a crepe to make a crepe. Even the crepe is uncomfortable. I'm made of dough. What the hell am I doing here? He does the elevator trend a lot, which is just a trend where TikTok guys film in an elevator. I don't know why they collectively decided that elevators are mysterious and make you look cool, but the ones in LA must have way better lighting, because if I did this trend here in Tennessee, it would be like... He really likes dressing in retro clothing and pretending to read newspapers because he said that he prefers that fashion style to modern day ones.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art.
But this is bullshit.
And it started to make sense to me why he has a preference for that time period when I realized that he's an Andrew Tate fan. I was born in the wrong generation, guys. I should have been born in the one where men had cool suits and women had no rights. I missed it. He still does that trend where he pretends to be ugly, which means wearing glasses and pretending to have a double chin. Because those are the worst things that someone can have. Those are the worst things that can happen to people. And then he'll transition into a flattering angle with his hair done. But the character he plays before doing the transition is so confusing to me. He'll try to act nerdy or what he thinks is nerdy. But the most concerning part about this character is that he always has this stain on his pants.
Do you want to ask me out on a date?
Do you have a boyfriend?
Every video, in every single one, he has a stain in this exact spot, in this same pair of sweatpants. And it's 100% on purpose, but I can't figure out why it's on purpose. Is it supposed to be water because his character is clumsy? Is it supposed to be pee? Is it supposed to be, you know, egg whites? Whatever it is, the thought of him spilling water on himself as part of his routine is just funny to me.
I love you guys. Get ready for me to
In this video, he walks in as the ugly character and transforms while he's inside. I've never understood why toothpicks are cool to have. It's a dental hygiene thing, so isn't using a toothpick basically flossing? I heard 9 out of 10 dentists love I heard he has reduced risk of gum disease. The way he transforms inside the elevator makes me think of those superhero scenes where they run into a phone booth to change into their suit, except he just changes into a fedora. Help! Someone please help! That alien is huge and scary and it's wearing glasses and now it's even scarier. Stand back, everyone. It's me. Fedora guy. Fedora guy, thank God. Ooh, fuck yeah, Fedora guy. He has no cavities or a double chin. To keep leaning into the being alone thing, he'll do TikTok lives where the title is looking for girlfriend, which is the worst way to find a girlfriend. The dating pool on TikTok live is Skull Chef or Jason Nash, a skeleton that can barely speak and never leaves his room, or Skull Chef. What'll it be? If you were missing the old videos where he used to tie people up, he still does that. He just does it to himself. I don't know if it's just supposed to be hot or if it's like a tutorial kind of thing to do to yourself when you're alone. It doesn't seem like it would be as much fun. It's kind of famously something that you need another person for. Oh man. He gets a lot of comments saying that he looks like Johnny Depp, so he'll fix his hair or wear a leather jacket to kind of look like him from the 90s. And he does it so many times. I don't care that you look like Johnny Depp. It's the same video again. Don't care. I don't care that you look kind of like Johnny Depp. I don't care. I don't care about it. I don't care that you look like Johnny Depp. I would honestly rather watch the cooking videos. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I judged too harshly. It probably takes a lot of work to make videos like that. I guess there's only one way to find out. Today we're gonna make a sexy cooking video. Oh wait, hold on. Today we're cooking an old family recipe. We're gonna bust this thing open. Step 1, massage icing pack. Do I cut a hole in the corner of this? Do I cut a hole in the corner of this?
Insert the back panel of the house into the canal.
I'll insert them. I'm gonna put it in the canal.
I said I'm gonna put it in the canal.
This is probably wrong. This feels wrong. This feels so wrong. No. Dry. This is taking too long. Oh my God. Whoever architected this was a freaking moron. We're gonna put the shingles on now. Where's the hole? That's the first time I've said that. No. Every time I touch it, it falls apart. I gotta go wash my hands. No, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Done. Done. Just like Grandma used to make it. I'm gonna call it there. Hey guys, it's Halloween or November, so it's time for scary things. Spiders, ghosts, mysterious illness that causes you to lay in bed for 4 months and get one of your fallopian tubes surgically removed because it's swollen to the size of a golf ball. Zombie clowns! One of my favorite parts of October or Halloween is getting to watch as many horror movies as possible. Because I love horror movies, whether they're good ones or awful ones. Especially if they're awful ones. I also love horror games. One of the only ways I could fall asleep in college was by watching horror game playthroughs on YouTube. I don't know why, there's just something about it that relaxes me. It's serene. It's quiche scent. But I realized despite being a huge fan of horror games, I've never actually played one. It's always just kind of felt like something I should leave to the professionals, you know? Plus, I'm scared. But today, that's gonna change. I'm gonna play scary games for the first time and I'm not gonna be scared at all. Because I'm gonna try and find the worst ones I can to make sure they're not too scary because I'm still very, very super scared. Oh, okay. I'm filming, so that means boy needs to get up into this chair. Stinky butt. Oh my god. Okay, first scary iPad game, we're gonna play Scary Teacher 3D. Spooky, spooky, spooky. I figured if I was looking for terrible, scary games, the best place to start would be the App Store. The story is about a genius girl and her worst high school teacher. The scary teacher has been threatening kids, giving physical punishment, and at times torturing kids. She can't do that. That's illegal. Now, this scary teacher has relocated as your neighbor, and you have decided to teach her a lesson by scaring her. I also figured it would be hard to actually get scared if I was holding an iPad. I can't possibly get jump scared while playing on the same device that babies wipe their slimy hands on while their parents drink IPAs at their local brewery. You know what else I can't possibly do? Is not talk about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Opera. I know looking at me, you're probably thinking, wow, this girl is perfect in every way and has literally 0 flaws. But that's not true. I have one. Whenever I'm working or browsing the internet, I get distracted so easily that I have to physically keep my tasks in different places, which can get pretty messy pretty quickly. But with Opera, doing 100 things at once can be easy and breezy. With Opera's Tab Island feature, you can group your tabs together based on project or theme. So when I'm writing a script for a video, but also searching Depop for an extremely specific cardigan that Suki wears in season 2 of Gilmore Girls, I can keep those equally important tasks organized in their own tidy groups. And with Opera's customization options, you can change the entire theme of your browser with animated backgrounds, browser options, and more stuff. Endless combinations of stuff. And while you're doing that, you can listen to music seamlessly thanks to Opera's music player, which you can move inside or outside the browser. You can also watch videos wherever you want using Opera's video pop-out feature. And you don't even have to pause your tunes because Opera's music player is already doing that for you automatically when the video plays. I mean, when my video plays. Because it's not like you're watching any other videos, right? Am I right? Right? If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description to download Opera today and see how much easier your browsing can be. Thank you to Opera for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. No, I don't want your notifications. Notify this. You have to teach her lesson by setting up pranks in-house. Why is this kid kneeling over here like that? Find Mousetrap and place it on the table to torture Miss T.
Oh, what a pleasant day it is.
She seems nice, low-key. I don't know why we're doing this. Place Mousetrap on the table. Why? Did we do it?
Today is the day I make the front cover of the paper.
Why does she think she would be on the cover of the paper? For torturing kids? For her trial? Her public trial and execution? I hope.
Ah!
Oh.
My hand! My hand!
Yeah! Yeah, that's what you get! Unfortunately, playing games made mostly for children, while it meant they weren't too scary, meant having to deal with the fact that they're basically made to get kids to charge their mom's credit card a bunch of times on accident or on purpose. I don't know if your kid is a little shit or not. I don't know. Use key, hammer, or lockpick. I don't have a key or a hammer or a lockpick. I have to buy. I can't proceed unless I... The scariest thing about this game so far is the f***ing microtransactions. Now we have to ruin Miss T's dress to prevent her from going to her masquerade party. Yeah, that ought to teach her. That'll show her to literally physically torture children.
What should I wear to the masquerade party?
What should I wear to the masquerade party? Even though this game had its downfalls, at least it wasn't too scary. Like, at least it didn't scare me. Torture. She has a room just for torture. She has an electric chair. Oh my god. And then she has...
I will hate you by your tail, you rat!
So at least I wasn't scared. Scary dancing lady horror game. Horror game where scary dancing lady is dancing and is scary. Woohoo! No! Don't miss the chance to experience the spine-chilling dance of death firsthand. The horror mystery game that will send shivers down your spine. Okay, our spine is about to be super cold. I honestly wish I could say my spine was chilly during this game, but I didn't get to play it, really, at all. I can't do anything? What, I can't move? Quality training guaranteed? So the temperature of my spine was pretty average. Call me a Colleen Hoover book because of how uncool my spine is. You have been locked. And now we have to watch a fucking ad. King shot? Yeah, because it's definitely not king shit. The frequency of ads in this game was so crazy that I couldn't even walk 10 steps forward without interruption. Find the key. It is somewhere in the room. Conference coverage. I even tried playing in airplane mode and the game somehow transcended the need for an internet connection and just kept feeding me ads. Oh, okay, it's right there. Grab it.
Oh, no, no, no. Back again. Hands off my raft and my pup.
Are you fucking kidding me? I played the game for 10 seconds. I don't give a fuck about that puppy. I think what makes the ads so insulting is that they didn't even bother putting sound effects or music or voice acting in this game. At most, I got about 10 seconds of consecutive gameplay, and this is how that went. Oh, why am I taking video? The camera is out of battery. Head to the basement and search for the battery. Why is there...
I just found the most fun new game mode inside of Fortnite Mobile. First off, thank you so much to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. Let's jump right into it.
So this one I'm actually pretty excited for. This one is Ghost Detector Radar Camera, the only ghost detector app that shows you detected ghosts floating in your home. I was expecting this one to actually be able to scan my environment, but instead it was just kind of this green, hazy plane. Hello?
Ghost signal acquired.
Where is he? Bro, let me talk to you.
Signal lost.
He just ghosted me. I was trying not to take it personally, but it really seemed like ghosts are either super standoffish or don't want to talk to me specifically, which is crazy because you're in my office. What do you mean you're living in my house and you want nothing to do with me? I thought you were a ghost, not my wife. What kind of entity are you? I am what you most desire. They're Mountain Dew voltage. Do you want to hurt me? I seek to inflame your passions, your lusts, your desires. Bro is hitting on me. Bro wants me.
Scan terminated.
Wait, where did he go? Where did the demon of passion go? No, we had something. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. Let me see if I have any demons inside of me. I could have just a minute ago. In here, maybe? They're not talking to me. After successfully playing iPad games without getting scared a single time, I decided to step it up a little bit. No more silly business, okay? I decided to take it a little more seriously by playing scary games on Fortnite. Okay, so first we're gonna play this game called The Family, parentheses, horror. This guy kind of looks like the guy from Shameless, you know? So does this guy, actually. And this guy. They all look like, this is the same face. They all have the same face. Probably because they're family. You are a Special Forces officer. Your task is to find and contain a haunted family deep in the woods in an abandoned mansion. You now need to enter the mansion and extract the haunted family in time. We're extracting the haunted family? The spooky, scary family? Why? Why are we saving them? Look at them. I don't want to extract this. I already have some experience with Fortnite horror maps. I played this one last year with my friend Gabby Bell. Horror tubbies? This is so scary. But there's a lot of security in playing with someone else and hearing your friend's voice in the spooky environment with you. It's kind of reassuring. So doing this by myself was less than fortuitous. Was kind of unfortunate. I just hoarded.
The family living in this house have been possessed. Your task is to free them and get them back safely. If they get hostile, just know to defend yourself. Whatever happens, let them live. We need them for research.
For research? I gotta find a way to get into the house. Oh, well, we couldn't possibly get in here. How are we supposed to get past this nightstand, bro? I guess we're not allowed to harm the nightstand either. The plot of this game was pretty confusing, mostly because it's trying to be Resident Evil 7. Oh! There's even the same scene where you wake up sitting at the dining room table with the family surrounding you. Oh, no. Why is he headbutting us like that? There's also a member of the family who's clearly just supposed to be Zoe Baker, and her only role in the game is to knock on the door constantly. Who is knocking? Well, someone get the door. Ew!
I can help you. You just gotta let me back in. She is holding us captive. Come to the garage.
And her unintentional role was to jump scare the shit out of me when my teammates triggered her cutscenes without me. I'm not going.
Hey, I can actually help you. You just gotta let me back in.
In true Resident Evil 7 fashion, the main spooky thing in the game is the guy roaming the hallway. The voice acting is amazing. Wait, what's happening? Oh, guys, he's right there. What are we doing? No, no, bro. No, no! He saw me! No! And then at some point, all of these things join together and create the most confusing, overstimulating gameplay imaginable. Oh. Oh, that's what we need. But I don't know why we need that, because we're literally not supposed to hurt the family. Yes, we have the gun for our non-violent mission. But despite all of this, we ended up doing what we set out to do, which was to save this poor, tormented family and get them out of that house safe and alive. Because, and I can't stress this enough, we need them alive for research. Why are we shooting him? They told us not to shoot. They told us not to shoot him, bro. We're supposed to be non-violent. So he's fine, right? Like, he's okay. This one is called Darkness, parentheses, horror. You visit your deceased grandfather's apartment to retrieve your family's photo album. However, it seems you're not alone. Bugs or questions? Questions, please. Why would I choose bugs? Bugs? No, thank you. A lot of this game was just stumbling around in the dark until something jumps out at you, which I guess given the name makes sense, so I'm not really allowed to complain about that. I should have seen that coming, or not seen that coming. What time is it? Why did we come in the dead of night to get a photo album? What's happening? Why is... Turn on power. Stop. What is that? Fuck off. Ugly ass. Oh, look at how we're running. Why do they insist on nerfing our run? I don't like how their usernames aren't popping up above their head, because then when I look at this guy, he just looks like he belongs in this game. It's just a jump scare. The plot is also pretty lacking, because what do you mean we're at our deceased grandfather's apartment looking for a photo album, but we haven't actually seen a photo album or been given any hints on how to find said photo album? Is there a photo album? Does the album even exist? Is our grandpa even dead? Okay, well, clearly he doesn't want to be bothered right now, so maybe we should come back at a normal hour for the photo album. Whiny, ugly ass We literally never find the photo album. We just end up walking around in the basement with some scary barefoot mannequins. But we did end up finding something even more important. Oh! Guys, I found the bugs. God, bugs. We should really tell someone about this. Michael Jackson Horror 3. I don't know, guys. I don't know how to intro this one. It just is, okay? And sometimes things just is. Even if you don't know how to explain why something is, that doesn't mean that it isn't, or that it doesn't. Because it does. It's just a squirrel. That's a squirrel too. Well, looks like I'm locked inside. VR guest ass table. In this game, you're actually given an objective, crazy, I know, which is to bring Michael Jackson back to life via satanic ritual. And in order to do that, I have to run upstairs and then downstairs, and then upstairs and then downstairs. And then upstairs and then down. I have hidden the bedroom key into the bath downstairs to keep it safe. Oh, well, of course, that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. Of course, you would keep the key downstairs after telling me to come upstairs to find the key. Look around for clues about the key. Okay, Mr. Jackson, where's the key? But all of the running back and forth on fetch quests is worth it. The work is important and worth it and has to be done. Find a lighter to light up the candles. Bitch, they're already lit! Take these ones right here and then light the other ones with those. Oh my god. Cursed book. Better pick this up! The worst part of the scary Fortnite games was that after every jump scare you get awarded XP. Sure hope no one's in here. I think I ripped an incision. It's like a quiet taunting from the game. It's very inflammatory to me. I bet you thought I was gonna put the E sound effect right there when I said me, but I didn't. I wouldn't, because that would be very annoying of me. One of the scariest parts of this one was how the house had coffins scattered everywhere. I'm being brave. I'm being a brave... Is he dead? I mean, and you had no idea which ones Mr. Michael Jackson was gonna jump out of and which ones were just regular coffins, you know, like the regular ones that everyone decorates their homes with. After messing around with these silly little games, it was finally time. I had played iPad games, I had played Fortnite games, and I hadn't been scared once. So I was finally ready for the real stuff. I wanted the scariest experience I could possibly have, so I figured what's more scary and immersive than feeling like you're actually in the game? And then I figured, what if I got a VR headset? And then I figured, what if I used a VR headset for the first time with no previous experience on a computer that can barely run a VR game and gave myself like a day to figure it all out? What if I did that? Hey guys, I've been trying to set this up literally all day. It's almost 6 p.m. and I still haven't recorded fucking shit. And my poster keeps falling down. Originally, I found 3 VR games to try out because I was naive and stupid. Little did I know that it would feel like a miracle to get 1 VR game to work, let alone 3. I accidentally nerfed my whole plan because I was intentionally seeking bad games, which meant I was looking through bad VR games. And if you sort by reviews on Steam and look at the lowest ones, they're not rated poorly because they have plot holes or something. They're rated poorly because the game doesn't fucking work.
Guys, I'm not even moving. This home is in disarray. Okay guys, this is actually pretty unplayable. Do you see? No, not really.
The next game I played was called The Eerie Inn, and we start out somewhere in the middle of the desert with our friend Jin, or maybe my name is Jin, I can't remember. And at first it seems like something happened to cause us to be here walking on the side of the road, like we're tired, we're complaining about walking for so long.
I'm gonna collapse if we don't find somewhere to rest soon. We've been walking for the last several hours.
But when this guy pulls up in his truck, Jen, or not Jen, reveals that we're actually doing this on purpose.
We're big hiking fans. Better for the body and soul, you know?
Just tell him our social security numbers, why don't you?
So obviously Jen and I decide to check into the inn that this random man recommended to us during a big, juicy expo dump.
It was opened recently by a young couple, Thomas and Laura Kinsey, if memory serves. Met them once when they just moved in a few months ago. Came around to fix the electrical wire.
Why is he giving us all this information, bro? Excuse me?
No breakfast served or any meal for that matter, so you better have brought some food with you.
Oh my f***ing god. Put that kid on a leash.
Most of the game is just Jen being a terrible friend and sending me to do everything by myself while she sits on her ass and complains.
You go talk to them. Oh, and the shower head's broken. Could you ask if they have a spare one somewhere?
She just has me doing literally everything. Like, all she's doing is wearing a shower dress.
Ah, there you are. Took you a while to get the shower head.
You could have done it.
I think we need something to properly attach it all together. Could you go downstairs and find something we could use?
Bro.
Since I'm already in my pajamas, do you mind taking our dirty clothes down there? Please?
I swear to God.
After we go to bed, my character decides to steal all of the keys from behind the front desk and unlock every single room in the inn. Because something just feels off.
I am honestly the problem in this situation. I keep just walking around to people's rooms trying to unlock them. Oh my god. The rapture happened. I don't want to be walking around. I don't want to do that. I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here. 3, 7, 8, 2.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Put some shoes on.
The morning after I snoop through the entire inn, Jin wakes me up like this.
For a second I thought you were never gonna wake up. Are you ready for a little hiking trip?
I'm ready for you to fuck the hell off.
Also that we can go on our little hiking trip, which is just us walking next to the road again.
I think the Kinseys are hiding something.
Oh my god, this guy is coming back.
The ghost of the boy still haunts the house. I've seen it. At first I thought I was hallucinating, but now I am sure.
Very slowly.
Yeah, we're huge hiking fans. We just love seeing all the sights. You guys have got to hike down I-40 if you haven't. The views are stunning. The same guy who recommended the inn to us pulls up in his truck again, and he's like, "What are you ladies doing out here all alone?"
Everything okay there?
Which the first time he did that, I was like, okay, sir, that's weird. You're being weird. But this time, he kind of has a point. What are we doing out here, actually? But he lets us know that he's met the owners of the inn before, and our stories just aren't adding up.
Thomas Kinsey, white dude, average height, skinny man with a lot of attitude.
Guys, I met Mr. Kinsey. He's an African American. He definitely ain't no skinny man.
After this astonishing revelation, we go back to the inn. We choose to go back to the haunted inn with the mean people who are not who they say they are.
You better have brought some food with you.
So honestly, whatever happens next is kind of on us.
Okay, she's still got the dogs out, so she's fine. Can you see that I'm shaking? My hands are literally shaking, look. I hate having to open so many... Stop. What the fuck? Why does everyone have a shower dress except for me? Okay, I'm brave, and I can do it. This is just a game. By the way, this isn't real. Shower dresses are fake. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
The final scary game I played was called Cinderella VR. And this game may look innocent and fun, but guys, it's honestly terrifying. So if you get easily scared, skill issue, but also do not hesitate to sit this one out. It's pretty tough to watch.
This dinner is terrible.
Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. Alpha ChadChad. to you. We haven't really checked in on the alphas in a while because in 2021, 2022, there would be a new one spouting the craziest takes you'd ever heard, like women don't have hobbies or you should tan your asshole. But now in 2025, that's just every Instagram reel. That's just every single Instagram reel that you ever see ever. It's kind of like pointing out a cow to your friends when you're driving through the city versus when you're driving through the country. They're not gonna be very surprised. This is a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside. But recently I found two alphas that are so fascinating to me that I have to point them out to you, no matter where we're driving. If you watch reels for over an hour every day, don't do that. So do I. Then you've maybe seen this guy before.
His favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling.
Luke Belmar is a biohacking, crypto trading, e-commerce-ing, alpha finance bro millionaire.
Give me a $10 million contract every 4 months.
That's
you know?
By the way, I didn't realize what biohacking was until a few days ago. Apparently, it just means changing your diet and routine to try and improve your life. That's obviously a simplified definition, but based on the term they've been using, I thought it was a lot more serious than that.
Biohacking is your ability to reverse engineer life. Bio means life. Hacking through it is your ability to figure out the most optimal ways to experience life.
So it kind of seems like they've just alpha-fied taking care of themselves. Hey bro, you want to film a podcast episode real quick? Because we need to convince ourselves we're doing something fiscally profitable in order to sincerely talk to each other. Sorry dude, I can't. I'm biohacking. Bro, what? You're biohacking? That's crazy, dude. That's impressive, for real. Yeah, thanks. I know. I'll let you get back to it, okay? You focus up, all right? I'll talk to you later. Okay, see you, bro. This is actually one of the best apples I've ever fucking had. Luke posts a lot of clips of himself on various podcasts saying things I think are meant to be insightful, but usually make no sense.
I think people need to start studying words. You look at a bank, right? What is a bank?
River bank.
Right. What does the river bank do? It controls the flow. The flow of what? The flow of the current, the currency. If it's controlling the currency, it's also controlling the what? The flow. The flow of what? The cash flow.
He's always talking about his success and how much money he has, so he posts a lot of advice to people wanting to become more like him. Wealthy, cool, charismatic.
Because
those streams were very helpful.
Because
and a lot of his videos are him explaining how we can start making money just like him. So let's go ahead and dive in. That's foreshadowing for later in the video. It'll make sense later. We'll get to that. Secret to being rich, guys. Ask rich people to give you money. Pretend to be their friend so you can use them for personal financial gain. It's a side hustle because you're hustling them. At the end of this clip, he also says this. Somehow even worse advice. If you guys want to make money, literally just make money. Print it yourself in your garage. It's all about positioning yourself into prison. Don't worry though, this is not the only groundbreaking advice he has for making money.
when was the last time you sat down with a blank piece of paper and just like brainstormed? Ever heard that?
Yes, I'm pretty sure they have heard of that. He has so many people listening to him right now. They're hanging on every word he says. And he uses that opportunity to ask if they've ever heard of journaling.
I got a problem at the top. Give me 100 solutions for that problem. I don't know what chill the fuck out. What is going to happen? Relax, G.
This isn't going to help anyone become rich alpha bros. So I feel like he must have some kind of other motivation for trying to get them to use paper. Like maybe he secretly works at Dunder Mifflin. When's the last time you took a piece of paper and just appreciated it? When's the last time you ordered 80 boxes of 8x10 in ultra white? Tipping your salesman 40% has got to be what we're looking for.
1, go get spring water. Don't drink Dasani purified water. It's gonna fuck you up.
Water is gonna fuck me up.
2, once you have a little bit of money, start eating super clean, super organic. Understand that the food that you consume has pesticides, has chemicals.
Once I have money, which I still don't have, because that's what this tutorial is supposed to tell me.
Don't use a microwave. Microwave, you're literally cooking your food.
Microwave will cook food.
Neglect celebrities. Don't give a celebrities. They're just dirt.
Ignore celebrities, even though we're supposed to be making rich friends, and they probably won't want to be our friend if we call them dirt and stuff.
Yo, drop me $250,000 wire.
He's a dirt pig.
For someone who's always talking about the meaning of words,
I think people need to start studying words.
he seems to not understand the ones in step by step. We still don't know how to get rich like him. This wasn't even unhelpful advice. This was advice for after we've done the thing we needed advice for. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to tie a shoe. This is just a quick step-by-step. As you can see, my shoes are already tied. Go fuck yourself. Don't put food in here, by the way. It'll make it cold. Be careful. Is that Chris Hemsworth? Oi, it's me, Chris Hemsworth. Get the fuck out of here, Chris. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna be so Thor tomorrow. I think one of the funniest things about Luke, though, is that he is completely obsessed with the Taint brothers. You know, the convicted human traffickers. You know, some of the worst people on the planet, some of the worst people alive right now. He talks about Andrew's brother Tristan so frequently and with so much excitement that it's like he's a freshman in high school getting to hang out with the mean, popular seniors.
Tristan Tate got us lit on Blue Label Johnny Walker, $250 cigars, $500 cigars, right? What an experience. So we're gonna go hang out with him today again. Dude, the guy did a 5-day fast. First thing how he breaks his fast, cigars and whiskey, and still outruns us. What a G, bro.
Dude, this guy starved himself, spent $1,000 on consumable goods, and still trafficked women right after. That guy is sick, dude. In the head, he's fucked up.
Your favorite car, bro?
The red one, the Aston Martin.
Tristan thinks well, guys. Critical thinking, I fucking love it.
Hello? Who, Luke? Yeah, he's here. One sec. It's Krispy Kreme. They said they want to offer you a job. They said because you're so good at glazing. He didn't even explain his thought process for why this is his favorite car. He just said the color. He literally just said the color of the car. That didn't even take regular thinking.
The red one.
Luke reacts to everything Tristan says like Tristan is paying him, which he might be.
Yo, drop me $250,000 wire.
Tristan Tate, piece of dirt.
Allegedly. Most definitely, allegedly. 1000% for sure, no doubt in my mind, allegedly. It's like Luke is on payroll and he's trying to keep his job. I think we should move this filing cabinet over there. Yes. Genius. That's why this guy's in charge, right? No, actually, I hate that spot. That's the worst spot in the building. And I've always thought that. I've always said that. I don't know. Maybe we should move the filing cabinet to my butt? But then it'll be in the way. How will I kiss it? Your butt. How will I hold it and kiss it and make out with it then? It's so crazy whenever people talk about the Taints like they're literal gods because again, they're convicted human traffickers. And second, the least alpha thing you can do is look up to a man. Like, why are you looking up? What were you doing down there? It's also such a public way to announce what kind of person you are to the world. Like, this is where you want to be. This is where you want to end up. This is your guy. Wooly Willy is your guy. I think this gives a pretty good idea of what kind of person Luke Belmar is because wanting to be around the Tate brothers is like wanting to be inside a toilet bowl because it means you're probably a big piece of shit. The water advice is pretty recurrent in all of Luke's teachings. It keeps coming up.
You can do Mountain Valley spring water. You can do Avian.
Evian. I love Evian.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Tastes good. Fiji? No.
He refuses to drink any regular water. It has to be specifically approved brands of bottled water. And he tends to project this mindset onto others around him.
Today I went to the dentist and she's like, can you rinse out your mouth? And I'm like, I'm not rinsing out my mouth with this tap water. Even the monkey knows. Natural spring water, none of this tap water bullshit, bro.
The monkey was drinking the water, though. It seemed like it was having a good time until you approached it with the gentleness of a thwomp. See, even monkeys know water is bad. I feel like once again, he was inspired by the Taint brothers and Andrew always talking about bottles of water. I mean, bottle of water.
Bottles of water.
Bottles of water. Bottle of water. I don't know when or why this mindset started, but maybe this clip has something to do with it.
Hey, your little 13-year-old daughter has acne. Let's put her on birth control to regulate her emotions. And now you put 100 million women in the United States on birth control. It goes to your urine. That estrogen goes into the water. So now you have all these feminized men drinking this tap water.
I guess this explains his and his fellow alpha's fear of water, because the mark of a true alpha is being scared of the basis of pretty much all life. We're not scared of anything. Yeah, we're all really tough. Except for 71% of the planet. Luke also has a tendency to make up numbers, which isn't a great characteristic to have as a finance expert.
Now you have 100 million women urinating highly estrogenated urine.
Where did 100 million come from? I love making up numbers based on nothing. I like my statistics how I like my hemorrhoids. Extracted from my ass. People who typically use birth control are in the age range of like 15 to 45. It's different for everybody. That age range in the US is only 66 women. 66 million. Not just, there's actually 66 women in the US, and I'm one of them. I'm the best one. And of that number, only about 15% use the pill. So that's less than 10 million. Where did all those extra millions come from? I thought this guy was supposed to know all about millions.
I've been able to capitalize on this digital gold rush, been able to generate millions of dollars.
Sure hope this isn't the same math he's using to calculate his net worth. So overall, with assets and investments, I'm probably worth around 20 million. Nice. What about liquid? Where? It's actually totally fine that we haven't learned anything of value yet from these videos because Luke has an online course that he sells.
Now I can tell you, as a matter of fact, that there's people your age making an absolute fucking killing online, whether it's through e-commerce, drop shipping, crypto.
He has an online course that makes him most, if not all of his income. What? Bones, what is happening? Who could have seen this happening? Why didn't you warn us, Bones? It's technically not just courses he's selling. It's actually a club where you get exclusive opportunities to connect with fellow entrepreneurs, which is something you can do on Instagram.
All you have to do is comment the words Capital Club, and I'll send you a private link so that you can tune into this private event.
Do you guys think it's private? Sorry guys, I just didn't catch if it was private or not. Could you guys let me know if it was private or not? Here are some examples of the exclusive connections you can make after giving Luke and his entourage up to $15,000.
What do you guys do?
Full-time trading.
Full-time trading?
Yeah.
What markets?
Forex and commodities.
Where's my commodity? All right, there you go. Connect. All right, doesn't matter. Connect. Connect. Doesn't matter. Connect. Connect.
You'll also receive priceless mentoring like this.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not. Are you sleeping well? No, you're not. I see eye bags under your eyes. So what you need to... Bro, look at me. Look at me. First of all.
Good thing this is inspirational, right? Otherwise, it would just seem like he's making fun of this person's appearance.
I see eye bags under your eyes.
Do you work out? Don't answer. I know you don't. Do you wash your face? No. Your pores are like craters. What am I looking at? I can't tell if I'm looking at skin or the surface of the moon. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I slept with your mom. Okay? Now that we've mastered the financial aspect of alphafication,
give me a $10 million contract.
Let's move on to the physical one by learning from our next alpha, Ashton Hall. He can run very, very fast for undisclosed distances. He can dive into water. He can dive his face into water. Ashton Hall is a daily routine influencer who shows himself throughout the day as he gets ready to go places and then does things at those places. By the way, Chris James is how I learned about this guy because I deleted X from my phone. I couldn't stand to be there or look at it anymore. So everybody say, thank you, Chris James. Thank you. Is he gone? Thank God. That guy has 2 first names. Like, how many do you need? Don't be greedy. Ashton has been getting a lot of attention over this last month for how crazy and unrealistic his routine is. For example, he starts the day by waking up at 3:50 or 3:55 in the morning. And there's really no reason to do that. The sun's not out, so you can't see anything. Businesses aren't open, so you can't go anywhere. The worms aren't even awake, so he can't even get one of those even. I'm a little biased though, because I hate early risers. I don't mean I hate rising early. I mean I hate people who rise early. The people that I know who wake up absurdly early in the morning only do it so they can tell me about it. Obviously, if your schedule demands it, that's different, but I hate when people act like waking up early is a productive achievement in and of itself. You're just waking up at a different time. That doesn't mean that it's a better time, especially if you're like Ashton Hall and went to bed at 7 p.m. Actually sleeping more than most people. He goes to sleep at 7 and then doesn't wake up until 3:50 in the morning. That's almost 9 hours of sleep. Why am I doing so much math in this video? His morning routine video that went super viral says this in the caption: day 191 of the morning routine that changed my life. 3:50 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Sin lives late at night. If you're dealing with a weak mind, bad decisions, or lack of productivity, go to sleep early. Sin lives late at night. It's still night when you wake up. Sin is still around. He says variations of this phrase a lot.
Brother, what do you mean, how do I wake up at 3:50 a.m.? Listen, I go to sleep early because temptation lives late at night.
But if your willpower goes away the second the sun goes down, you probably have really weak willpower. You're still the same person no matter what time it is. So if you're making bad decisions, you can still do that during the day. Hey, you want to be in this 70-person orgy with us? There is nothing I'd like more. Sure. Yeah. I can't even begin to express how much I want to do this and how long I've wanted to do this and how much I appreciate you asking me and including me in this. What time is it? It's 5 a.m. I can't do this. But you just said you were gonna— I'm not that person anymore. It was 10 seconds ago. Ashton spends the rest of his mornings doing various things between each round of putting his face into ice water. Dipping his face into ice water is kind of like his checkpoint throughout the day. And he only does it with a specific brand of bottled water. He doesn't use tap water. He doesn't even use tap water to rinse his mouth after brushing his teeth. Luke Belmar is beaming.
I'm not rinsing out my mouth with tap water.
He's smiling with his teeth that are untainted by regular plain water. The only taint in his mouth is Tristan's. Sometimes Ashton will show himself doing his skincare and hair care routine. Hey, do you want it to grow or not? These two things just canceled each other out. I'm getting mixed signals. He just row gained and then row lost. He also uses Sensodyne toothpaste, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like maybe his teeth would be less sensitive if he didn't constantly expose them to iced water. After Ashton is done waking up in the mornings, he usually goes onto his balcony to drink more water. My favorite part of this is when he squats after finishing his push-ups to drink more water, because the wind moves his pant legs around, but when I first saw it, I just thought his legs were shaking. Yep, just finished doing push-ups for 16 minutes straight. That is actually literally gonna make my legs hurt tomorrow. One of the weird things about Ashton's content is how his wife is included in it. Actually, it doesn't even feel right to use the word included because she's not included. It's just her hands. She doesn't have a name or a face. She's literally just a pair of hands. Usually when other people show up in his videos, they're actually shown. But not her. She's just here to serve. She brings him water to dip his face in, obviously. She serves him his meals, and he doesn't even look at her.
Thank you.
Why does he need someone to bring him food anyway? He's been awake for 5 hours at this point, and he couldn't find time to scramble an egg. He could have just done it here when he stood in place for 4 minutes straight. He could have just stood in front of an oven instead, or a stove. I mean, can you cook eggs in an oven? I don't know. My wife makes them for me. His wife's hands also pick up his messes. They clean up after him. She cuts up his bananas so he doesn't have to eat them the gay way. She even has to dress him sometimes.
Thank you.
The way these are filmed makes it seem like he is a knight preparing for some kind of jousting tournament, and she's a squire. She's just there.
Your chain, sire. I am but a lowly street urchin, and it is my greatest honor to place this adornment upon your regal nape. Break a leg, break both, I fucking hate you.
And this is definitely intentional. He definitely wants to come across as if he is basically royalty, with people escorting him places and carrying his stuff for him. He even has his wife draw him a bath.
Thank you.
And it works. He definitely comes across that way. He does seem like he's royalty because he's a little princess. Ashton is also a self-acclaimed fitness coach, so he shows us a lot of his workout routines. And I say self-acclaimed because literally anyone can say they're a fitness coach. You don't have to have any kind of certification to say that. You also don't need any kind of certification to have an app where you sell fitness courses for $20 a month or $90 a year. You can just do that. Fitness coach. Yeah, he's fitness coach into the back of his car. The production quality of his running videos is insane. They have 2 camera rigs set up in 2 different cars so they can drive on either side of him and film him running in super high def. They've got him in slow motion, he's covered in sweat by the end, and you would be too if you ran for less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. He doesn't even run for 10 minutes. He starts running at 7:27, and by 7:36, according to him, he's done running. He's done standing too. He's in the air. He already did 4 minutes of that this morning. He doesn't need to do any more. He spent more time prepping and traveling to this location than he did running at this location. He could have just run down the stairs at his building instead of taking the elevator and saved himself like an hour and a half. Does that even count as a workout at that point? This is more like fleeing. He just briefly fled. He also tends to make a lot of noise during these intense runs. Wait, what's he saying? Guys, he's saying ice. Guys, he's scared of the ice water. That's why he's running away. His teeth can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh. The hands must be controlling him. They're making him do this. She's not serving him. She's serving torturous villain, baddie, bitch, pussy, slay, mother. The only reason guys like this are able to maintain these routines or waste time talking about what kind of bottled water is best
Fiji? No.
is because they're already rich. They didn't get rich because of these routines. They have these routines because they are rich. They have someone doing their chores for them. They have someone taking their car to get their oil changed. They don't do regular people stuff. They're bored. They've got to do something. Just make sure you're not comparing yourself and the things you're doing to these optimized alphas or anyone online who seems like they have a productively maximized routine. Because first of all, there's no such thing as a perfect routine. We have butt cheeks. It's not that serious. And second of all, they're easy to fake. Even I could fake the perfect routine if I just took everything I've learned from Ashton and Luke today and combined them. And I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Hey feed, and welcome back to Feed. My name is ChadChad. Not really. And have you ever wanted to make a bunch of money without having to raise a single toe? Then this is not the thing for you. You do have to raise a toe. You have to give birth to your toe and nurse it, swaddle it in a little dough blankie and cover it in mustard. Eat your toes. Go on. Do it. Do it. You won't. There's just something about companies that advertise exclusively on TikTok that make me go, huh, why are they doing that? I wonder. Probably a good reason. I trust them. A good example of this would be Bang, the Bang energy drink company that would sponsor TikTokers and not really care if they disclosed the sponsored aspect of the videos.
I've always wondered what would happen if you trapped smoke inside of a box, so I tried it for myself.
And it could be a little difficult to tell sometimes because the drink wouldn't be incorporated in an obvious way and would just kind of be sitting in a corner somewhere. Kind of like all the Coke products in Footloose. A terrible movie, by the way. I don't care if it's a classic. The pastor's daughter should have been the main character. She was already dancing before he showed up, and then she researched and wrote the argument that resolved the entire movie's conflict, and he got the credit for it. Kevin Bacon was basically a puppet in high-waisted jeans. Anyways,
so my girlfriend got dummy rich from Thief Finder. We flew to LA because she needed a new car. She looked at a few supercars, then decided the G63 was the move. Then cruised down TC8 and went back to her beach house in Malibu.
Setting aside the fact that this is not a car dealership, but a car rental place in LA, and this is more than likely an Airbnb that they're in, it's kind of a weird marketing strategy to take us on a tour and show us all the things that you can afford. They can't afford them, they're all rentals. And act like you can afford them because of this service you're promoting, but you have the money because they gave you the money and not because you made money by using the service. It's just that if Matthew McConaughey couldn't afford a Lincoln, I think it would change the messaging in those ads. They say perfection is not attainable. I guess they never owned a Lincoln. I know I haven't. Have you seen how expensive those things are? Anyway, you should get one, I guess. Lincoln. LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. I need a job. All right. But if you want to find something that's lavish and affordable, you should check out today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Raycon. Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, a comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life. And if you're trying to get a head start on your holiday shopping, Raycons start at half the price of other premium brands and can be a good fit for anyone on your shopping list. If you aren't sure which Raycons to get for which person, they offer a holiday guide on their website to help you find the best fit for whoever you're shopping for, whether they're a gamer or a NASA pilot traveling through space and time to save all of humanity. Or you can knock out your shopping list in one fell swoop by using Raycon's holiday bundles and getting 30% off. The Everyday Duo bundle gets you 2 pairs of the Everyday earbuds, which come with spatial audio and 3 different sound profiles, balanced, pure, and bass. They also come with customizable gel tips that ensure a snug fit while working out, walking the dogs, or falling through a wormhole. If you want to check them out, just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/ChadChad to get 20% off site-wide or 30% off holiday bundles. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today, and let's get back to the video. If you already have a mansion, which who doesn't, you can also use Feet Finder to pay off your student loans.
So my first paycheck from Feet Finder just came in today, and we're gonna use $100K of it to pay off my roommate's student loans.
Oh, what is this? Your student loans, bro.
This is the only way you're allowed to pay off someone's student loans. Hey, so you mean a lot to me. Aww. And you've always supported me. Of course. So I wanted to show you some love in return and throw a leather bag at your head as hard as I can. You do that for me?
Feet Finder came through, I got you.
No way. Oh, from Feet Finder?
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah. Come downstairs. Okay. What could that have been?
Oh, no. Bro!
New whip?
This is yours?
All the money that you gave me? I blew it.
Aw, man. Instead of paying off his student loans, he bought a car, van, truck. If the human centipede was made of Jeep Wranglers. That's what he bought. Imagine giving someone $100,000 and then they go out and buy a real life-sized Hot Wheels car. So the plot is a little convoluted, but they do manage to say the name of the website at least 5 times throughout the video.
Feet Finder, Feet Finder,
Feet Finder, Feet Finder.
If you make $100,000 using this website, that's incredible. Kudos to you. Kudos to your toes. Kudos. It's just kind of weird how they keep shouting out the website. Like, you don't usually shout out your employer every time you get paid. Just got my first check from the sperm bank. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting the ugliest car imaginable. Wow, is that a good idea? I mean, the sperm bank's got me covered. Covered in what? Dude, what? Why are you like coming for me? But I'm not coming for you. I'm not trying to. You should be coming for the Rosewood Sperm Bank on 24th Street. Business hours 8 through 5, closed for all of November. Some of the promos have this fun little spin where the person making money from the website is using someone else's pictures.
Hey, you coconut head, what is this? It's my paycheck for Feet Finder. Oh my god, I cannot believe you are uploading fake pictures on the internet. Mom, it's not mine. It's my brother's. Your son's, you know? I take it when he's sleeping.
If you don't want to use pictures of your own grippers, that's okay. Just use someone else's without their knowledge or consent, like a crime.
Babe, what did you just say? You post my what on where?
I just posted your feet pics.
Why are you posting my feet pics on places?
For money, babe.
I don't know if there's any legislature that applies specifically to feet yet, but I'll get us started. Don't do this. Don't wear Crocs without socks. I know, controversial. And don't take your shoes off in public. I don't care how crunchy you are. If I see your toes out in Target, you are the target. I'll f***ing kill you. For some reason in these videos, whenever the person whose pictures are being used without their knowledge, they're always okay with it once they find out it's making money.
Mom, why instead of checking the post from Feet Finder with your name on it? Don't worry, you baboon face. It's your dad's feet.
How much is that?
You asking too many questions. Just keep sending me pics.
50-50?
50-50 what?
Because it's fine to do morally ambiguous things, as long as you're making bank. If I steal your kidney, hypothetically, this is just a hypothetical, as long as I sell it on the dark web and split the proceeds with you 50-50 or 70-30 or 97-3, you know what? We'll talk numbers once the anesthesia wears off. The brand has to approve these before they can get paid. So the actual company looked at these and said, good, this is great. We approve of this. It's good. And it aligns with our mission statement. That gets the stamp of approval. Another method in some of the promos is to integrate them into street interviews. They're usually in the ones where the guy goes, how much money do you have in your bank account? $400. And what do you do for a living? Your mom. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh my God, that's that girl from the last Feet Finder video. Do you remember me? How's work been?
Good. Still making that bag. Just paid cash for a new car, so.
Damn! What kind?
Alfa Romeo Giulia.
Is that a Lady Gaga song?
Alfa Romeo Giulia.
I like to think he has no idea what kind of car that is, but he just has to pretend to be impressed. So what kind of card you get? An Ford Romeo Capulet Montague. Nice. What did it cost? Tragedy.
Can I go for a ride?
Gold digger status?
Gold digger status? It sounds less like she's calling him a gold digger and more like she wants a status report. Gold digger, what's your status? At a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under my underarm, sir. Copy that. This one does at least disclose the sponsors, so kudos for that. Some of the other videos have entire storylines where Feet Finder is like the hero that swoops in to save the day. Don't you hate it when you're playing video games and your girlfriend feeds you raw macaroni with one of those washcloth tablets that you have to put in water? So she's sad that they can only afford one pair of socks. Because he keeps eating all of their socks on top of raw macaroni. When we say macaroni and cheese, the cheese is not supposed to come from between your toes. So he ate all their food, took her socks, and then when he sees her crying, he says, babe, I know what will solve your problems. A side hustle. Dude, you are her problems. She's literally giving you the shirt off her back. If her shirt was socks and her back were feet. There's a few like this though, where the wife or girlfriend is unhappy or they get dumped and then they find Feet Finder and it transforms their life immediately. Yes, I own 2 mansions and a car that has more prefixes than Rosetta Stone, but before I found this company, my life was miserable. My husband would force feed me sweaters on uncooked penne, and they weren't even cashmere. At this point, you might be thinking it's a little bizarre that this company is exclusively advertising to people who would want to post pictures and not actually buy them. And it might be because that's who they're making a lot of money from. You have to pay to use the website. You can pay $5 a month for a basic subscription or $15 a month for premium and unlock all of these crazy perks like direct messaging or profile customization, things that are definitely perks and not just things that a website should have already. So these ads are less trying to get customers and more trying to be like the finance influencers that tell you they made all their money trading Forex, but then charge you $500 for a course they filmed in their garage. This is how I made my money. This is how I can afford a new Tesla every year. This is how I moved out of my parents' house.
Honey, did you take out the trash? Honey?
I don't make any money from making you pay me every month, okay? I give all the proceeds to charity.
3 days ago.
Dude, shut the f up!
Charity, do not speak to your mother that way.
Or maybe I'm being too harsh. I could have completely misunderstood their business model, and this is in fact a company that just wants to help people find their feet. I mean, I know what that's like. My name is Detective Chadlock Holmes, and I'm the best goddamn foot finder this side of the Mississippi. When it comes to finding feet, I am undefeatable. People always ask me, how do I be more like you? How do I become the world's greatest detective with the world's greatest hits? And I always tell them, you can't. I've been finding feet since I was 2 years old. I can sniff them out in a snowstorm. I can hear them coming a mile away. Platform Doc Martens, size 6.5, mid-calves. No, thigh highs. But it's not always glory and sleeping with the hottest people alive. Sometimes this job is tough, real tough. I'm sorry, ma'am. I was too late.
Josiah!
Why do I have to be so damn good at finding feet?
No.
My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I am a psychologist. You are a psychologist. Everybody is a psychologist. At least we would be on TikTok, where putting text on the screen means whatever it says is automatically and undeniably true. Like this one, for example. Psychology fact. If you aren't subscribed to ChadChad, your head will fall off and you'll never find true love. Don't believe it? Just look at this guy. They call him headless for more than one reason. He gets no bitches. Psychology in real life is, by definition, the mental or behavioral characteristics of an individual or group. But on TikTok, its definition is,
why won't he text me back? Why doesn't she want to kiss me and smooch me on my face and my body and my butt? How do I force someone to love me genuinely and authentically using science? Tell me!
And so a lot of TikTok psychology is focused more on love or how to handle social settings, which is less psychology and more just advice. Psychologists make studying human behavior their life's work. I don't know if they'd want to weigh in on whether your crush likes you back or not. That's kind of like hiring an architect to install your IKEA shelves.
A little lower. A little lower. Just a little bit lower. I helped design the Empire State Building. I can't get any lower than this.
If someone looks at you while they are laughing, they are attracted to you.
If someone laughs at your joke, they totally want you. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, it's going down.
And then she said, no, that's a barracuda. Ew, dude. I'm sorry. Don't look at me when you do that. It was a funny joke. I couldn't help it. We're cousins. Oh my God, you're right. I feel sick. Are we going to jail? I'm gonna throw up.
Psychology facts. Your school years are either the best or worst years of your life.
This is really good because I was just wondering, are my school years gonna be the best years of my life or the worst years of my life? And then I read this and it didn't answer either of those questions. Whoever wrote this fact is the last person you want in charge of a weather report. Over here, we have a 50-50% chance of rain, which means it either will rain or it won't. We also have a 50-50 chance of a level 5 hurricane, which either means you and your family should take cover or go sit under some really, really tall trees.
When someone starts thinking about you sexually, you may feel their presence even if you are miles away.
So you become like a horny telepath. Yeah, I've basically got like a built-in Cerebro, but instead of detecting mutants, it detects big old boners. They call me Cyclops because of all the one-eyed monsters I find. There's a lot of comments agreeing with this and saying that they've also experienced it. I have felt this many times about the same person. Truth, and my ears are constantly ringing. I think you guys might have a medical condition. You don't have a psychic link, you have tinnitus. Man, Casey sure does have a fat ass. That is one massive dump. It's got a colossal wagon, a tumultuous fart bucket. That's a prodigious derriere right there.
Psychology facts you don't know. The first to apologize is always the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest.
I didn't know those metal signs from Hobby Lobby were 100% psychology facts. Psychology fact. Always be yourself. Unless you can be a dinosaur, then always be a dinosaur. Psychology fact. Farmhouse. Psychology fact. Gather chicken. Trust drink, not the rest. Sometimes you get people talking about dark psychology, which is code for I'm gonna show you how to manipulate some people now by talking about things that I am in no way qualified to talk about.
Here's a dark psychology trick to make anybody fall in love with you. This is 100% manipulation. I do not recommend doing this to anybody because it is super toxic, and I'm only making a video on it so you can at least be aware if it's happening to you. It's just a 3-step hot and cold technique.
This is how to make anyone fall in love with you. Literally anyone, okay? Pedro Pascal, anyone you want. It doesn't matter. But don't do it though. Seriously. It is super messed up if you guys do this. So don't even think about it, okay? So step 1.
Emotionally and physically, you have to pull away from them because this is going to make them feel insecure, like shit, and most importantly, the need to chase and get that validation back from you that they just got addicted to. And then you just have to turn that on button back on again and start validating them. This is going to make them fall in love with you, but in a very unhealthy attachment style.
It's kind of messed up to use second person pronouns after that disclaimer at the beginning.
I do not recommend doing this to anybody.
The way this is phrased is literally like a step-by-step. And it even says good luck at the end.
Luck.
Why do we need luck if we aren't supposed to do this? Okay, so here's how to restock the warehouse. Okay, but this is a bad way. This is a bad way. Don't do it this way. Got it. Okay. Take all the inventory, put it on the shelves. On the shelves. Take it back down. Take back down. Piss on it. Piss on it. Throw it all away. Got it. And then what's the correct way? What's the correct way? Wait, where are you going? Good luck. No, wait.
Psychology hack to make her like you instantly. When you're interacting with a female, you have to use sarcasm. This shows that you're playful and it displays intelligence and humor, a trait that females love. It's also an effective way of making her laugh and experience positive emotions with you.
I've never heard someone scientifically break down how to have a sense of humor. If you wish to enjoy the company of an attractive female, you must partake in the jovial exchange of wit. This will lead to an emission of tittering or even guffaws such as this. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. I don't like the way he says interacting with a female. Dude, you're describing a date, not an enclosure at the zoo. Hey Tom, you wanna grab a beer? Yeah, hang on, let me finish interacting with these females.
Eat up, sluts.
If she says to you, I bet you talk to a lot of girls, you would reply with, I've never talked to a girl in my life. I'm just trying to get my first kiss.
Tell the female you have never spoken to one of them before. It will not believe you because of your obvious charisma and charm. I've never talked to a girl before in my life sounds more like a cry for help. I don't know if it counts as sarcasm. I mean, he claims it'll make her like you instantly, and it's in text, so it must be true. I bet you talk to a lot of girls. Women don't talk to me. Oh, not even my own mother. I'm so sorry. She hated me. She wouldn't speak to me. That's awful. Except to say, I hate you. I hate you. You ruined my life. You're just like your father. I am so turned on right now.
Psychology hack to get inside a girl's mind. Guys, please be careful when you're using this because this is dark psychology and this is going to make her think about you non-stop. So when you're talking or texting a girl in a casual manner, I want you to wait for a break in the conversation and then say, hey, there's something I want to tell you. And then right after that, just say, oh no, never mind, it's not worth it.
What if you got in her head by being an enjoyable person? What if you fucked around and formed a meaningful connection with someone? As a joke. Videos like this just seem like a confession to me. It's like a self-report. You're basically admitting that you can't get people to go out with you without studying dark psychology hacks on TikTok. That seems like something you would maybe want to keep a secret. Yeah, females love me. As long as I make them question their sanity and play weird mental games that make me feel like I'm in control of all of our interactions. I think what they love most about me is probably how normal and chill and normal I am. And normal.
This will make her go crazy and she's instantly going to be saying to you, what is it? Like, please tell me. And she's going to be going through so many scenarios in her head of what she thought you were going to say, and it's going to be stuck in her head for literally hours to days after you said it. And when you do end up telling her what was on your mind, you can just say something stupid and funny like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I like food.
Say something funny. Like, I love food. I love food, guys. I really, really love food. They say you are what you eat. And that must make me food, because I eat food and I like it. What's the deal with airplane food? Because I love it. It's my favorite. I like it a lot. Ha, 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 ha. Some of these have this weird thing where they're basically dramatizing mental disorders in a cartoonish villain Shane Dawson documentary kind of way.
Psychology trick to test if someone is a narcissist. If you suspect someone is a narcissist, tell them something that would make them look better by being your friend. For example, that your father actually owns a private jet that you use to travel around the world with. Now look them straight in the eye. They'll either show a hopeful smile because they found their new victim to draw resources from, or you'll see a jealous, hateful look.
And if they say something like this,
aha! Now I've got you, my pretty.
Do not let them on your private jet. They may have bad intentions.
Give me your shoes, bitch.
She makes it sound like there are only two potential responses after telling your friends this. They'll either smile, which is bad, or they'll look jealous, which is also bad. Which one are we trying to avoid? Because both of these sound like terrible friends. It's also kind of hypocritical to do this in order to test someone else's psychological state, because you are literally lying to your friends in order to manipulate them and do some kind of DIY psychology test. You are also a terrible friend. What's that Bible verse about telling your friend they've got dirt in their eye? Hey, you should really get that dirt in your eye checked out. What do you mean? Who are you talking to? Sorry, I can't see with these really tall trees in my eyes. She wraps this up by saying that you should eventually reveal you were lying.
Then you say, just kidding, my father can't even afford a private jet in his dreams. Their next facial expression will tell you everything.
And then she doesn't tell us what facial expression will tell us everything, or what it will tell us, or what we're looking for. Sometimes it's like they aren't even trying to make it seem like they know what they're talking about. The most important part of roofing is, and I can't stress this enough, the most important part, and no one can argue this, absolutely no one. Someone could literally die if you don't do this part that I'm about to tell you. Hey, you can't be up here. Put that down. Are you stupid? No, I'm licensed. Yeah, right. Are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a roofer. She also has another hack to tell us if our friends have bad intentions.
Share a fake problem with them. For example, they're about to invest $1,000 into something. Say that you don't have a lot of money, but you really believe in this investment. Now pay close attention to what advice they give you. They give you an advice where they end up getting a cut of the money. That's a huge red flag.
She even tells us to pay close attention.
Now pay close attention.
Which is my favorite part because it implies that if we aren't focusing really hard, we'll miss that someone is trying to steal from us, which is ridiculous, okay? I would know if someone was trying to steal from me. Easy. I'll show you. Protecting your home against theft is very simple. There are a few precautions you can take. Today, me and my friend will be demonstrating how to make your home thief-proof. So first, you're gonna want to...
I'll be right back.
Okay. First, you're gonna make sure all your doors are locked at all times. Windows also need to be locked. Keep everything locked. Number 5, get a good safe. Safes are great for your most valuable items. For example, watches, jewelry, your laptop. Sometimes it's a good idea to get up close and personal with your home to make sure there are no weak spots that could become entry points. Number 35, keep up with your things. If you can't see it, you can't protect it. Never let important things out of your sight.
Hey, Chad, can I borrow your keys?
Oh yeah, sure. I like to do routine perimeter checks just to make sure that no one is getting to my treasured possessions. Is that my jet? That is such a red flag. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Water, one of the most vital resources on the planet, something that we can't live without, and something that momfluencers can't bear the taste of without 2 pounds of powdered pineapple Fanta mix and heart-shaped ice cubes made of pink lemonade. So it makes sense that something as important as water, something of this magnitude, deserves to be carried in a vessel of the same importance. Something sturdy, something cute, something that retails for up to $60 before tax. So when Stanley Cups started blowing up online, we found that vessel. For the past year or so, I had never really heard of Stanley Cups, and if you still haven't, Stanley Cups are to Hydro Flasks what Hydro Flasks are to Yeti Cups. I feel like I need to have something in my hand. I can't do this without something in my hand. Oh, perfect. Aww, bestie. Every few years or so, there's a new water bottle brand that everybody wants for Christmas, and if you don't have it, you're a loser. Oh, so you just want to drink water and you don't care about how on trend the container holding it is? That is so thirsty. Like all the brands before, Stanley makes water bottles, but their bottles have a little handle on the side, a little thing to grip, so that you can finally handle the grippy. But what people can't handle is Stanley's Valentine's Day collaboration with the poo-poo head company known as Starbucks. The limited edition cups were hot pink instead of Stanley's usual collection, which only has light pink, and we don't want that. We want our grippies hot and pink. To put it simply, people have been losing their gourds over these cups. The release of these cups was like Black Friday for people who know all the lyrics to Lavender Haze. This was the most chaotic thing to happen in like 2 days, which isn't a long time, but this year has been crazy, okay? Gypsy Rose's husband has a big dick. And that's something I know now. There were literally people camping out in Target parking lots at 3, 4 in the morning just waiting for them to open so that they could storm the display like they were in the battle at Helm's Deep. There was one person who fell mid-sprint and no one even checked on her. No one cared. They all just turned on her. One of you will betray me come the morn. No, we would never do that. I would never ever do that for only 30 pieces of silver and a hot pink Stanley Cup. They made a pink one? Well, hang on. I mean, why wait until morning? Guys, he's in here. No, wait, that's not. Sorry, man, they're BPA free. What? Yeah, come on, don't be cross. Judas. Someone who thing about people running through Target like this is that I can almost guarantee that every one of them already has a Stanley Cup. There are people who collect Stanley Cups like Pokemon cards. I've talked a little about skincare on TikTok and how people will have ridiculous amounts of skincare products that no one person would ever need. Some people do the same thing with Stanley Cups. They'll have cabinets dedicated to Stanley Cups or walls with shelves crammed full of them in every possible color to go with their different outfits. There are at least 32 cups in this picture. One person does not need that many cups. I've heard 2 girls only need 1 cup. I heard that somewhere. The Valentine's Day tumblers were $45 and they had other ones for less money, like the shorter ones, but nobody cares about those for some reason. No one cares about the short kings, even in drinkware. Shame on y'all. After all this crazy stuff went down, Target had to start making systems to try and avoid the chaos. In a lot of videos, they sell out in literal minutes. People were grabbing them so quickly that they had to start enforcing a 2 per person limit on the cups. Some Targets were apparently even handing out tickets to the lines in front of Target.
How many does y'all get, you know?
And if you didn't get handed a ticket, you can't buy a cup. Like, there's no point in you even going to the display if you don't have this ticket. You basically have to win the lottery to buy one of these cups. Actually, it's not even like winning the lottery. It's like having to win a lottery just to be able to buy a ticket to win the lottery. Hey man, how's it going? Can I get the Powerball? You got a ticket? Not yet. No, it's the Powerball. You gotta have a ticket to buy a ticket, okay? I don't care how powerful your balls are. Some stores had cops guarding the display, and you might be thinking that's kind of overkill. It's not like anyone's doing anything illegal. Think again. Think twice. Think.
Fucking loser.
This guy grabs an entire box from behind the counter, which is crazy. I don't care about Starbucks or Target, but don't stress out the employees. They're already over your shit without you doing anything illegal. You're legally a pain in the ass. But then these people body slam and tackle him.
Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Stop him! Yeah, stop him!
Everyone rallied together over this box of Stanley Cups like their lives depended on it. I've seen less of a Samaritan response during anything else. Oh my god, that man is stealing a box of Stanley Cups. He's stealing Stanley Cups. What? No, it's a baby. I'm stealing a baby. Oh, thank God. I thought he was doing something really bad. Come on, I'm a kidnapper, not a monster. Goo goo gaga. Goo goo goo, ga ga ga. And after this whole struggle, it looks like there's only 1 cup in this box. No, it's okay. We're gonna call law enforcement. He just 1v12'd these people for 1 piece of drinkware. And I understand being excited about something that's limited edition. People do it with video games and collectibles all the time. But we're talking about reusable water bottles. It helps the environment because you only need 1, like a cast iron skillet. Or underwear. But some people like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or all birds with 1 environmental crisis, and use both. On the bright side, this is more efficient. This way, the plastic will end up in the ocean faster. Time is money. Money is Stanley Cups. My leg itches and my hand is sweaty. This is just insulting, because if you're gonna use plastic water bottles, at least use them. The environmental impact can't be for naught. Verily, unless they can't drink their water, this is completely pointless and just adds an extra step. I just created matches so that we don't have to use rocks to make fires anymore. Amazing, that makes things easier and better. That was way easy. So convenient, right? I know they want the aesthetic, so that's why they have to pour the water into the Stanley, but it's also so they can use the Stanley bowl attachment thing. There's already a container to drink the water from, and there are already bowls. If anything, this is just taking a bowl and putting it on something precarious that your kid's knee is gonna knock out in 2.5 seconds. And if you take too many grapes from one side, the whole thing will topple over. This is like putting your toddler's food on top of a Jenga tower. And that's another thing about Stanleys, is that people like to make accessories for them, which if you take into account the people who think of these as accessories and buy different colors to go with their outfits, this is accessorizing an accessory. You can accessorize your Stanley with a little tiny Stanley. This is for when your friend who is a mouse is a little parched. You can give it to him, but do not, for the love of God, do not give him a cookie. Don't even get me fucking started. There's also the Amazon must-have TikTok specifically for Stanley cups.
Amazon Stanley must-haves. First up is this silicone boot that serves as a cushion cover for the bottom. It comes in 2 sizes for the 30-ounce or 40-ounce with a custom fit that helps prevent dents and scratches.
She says it's to prevent dents and scratches, but are these denting surfaces when you set them down? No wonder they're so expensive. They're made out of vibranium. He's right behind me, isn't he? You can also buy clothes and purses for your Stanley.
This carrier is another favorite, especially if you like to bring your Stanley on the go. It secures around the cup with Velcro for a nice snug fit. This pouch that's designed to strap onto Stanleys so you can keep a few of your important belongings like a cell phone, key fob, and card holder all together.
It kind of seems like a water bottle isn't what you want. You would like a doll, like a Barbie or an American Girl doll. These are probably as expensive as American Girl dolls, which is really hard to be. And this is fine. Some of these are cute. I'm not gonna pretend that they're not, but what isn't cute is whatever this is.
The packaging was so cute, I had to get it laminated. Then I rolled it up and tied it with a scrunchie, added some glue dots to the back. Now I can use my tumbler without messing up the label.
You just laminated garbage. We don't need ways to make trash last longer. Biodegradable. That's for betas. That's why in 2024, I'll be making garbage immortal. Vote for me, and the only degrading you'll see is in the bedroom. And your quality of life. And the economy. I know that this is not every Stanley Cup owner. There are plenty of people who like Stanleys a normal amount, who just want a reusable, cute cup, and who don't try to punch Target employees in the throat. I think all the Valentine's Day cups are sold out now, which sucks, because how am I supposed to get one? There are some people reselling them for over $200, and that's ridiculous. So I guess I'm gonna have to make my own Stanley Cup. So this is my tutorial for how to make your own Stanley Cup. First, you're gonna buy this decal paper from online, and then you're gonna not use that at all, because you don't have ink for your printer, and then it snows in Tennessee way more than anyone is used to. Everyone is staying home from school and work. Everyone is stranded. I'm stranded. I can't go to the grocery store. I'm only eating Chef Boyardee. These are dark times. So then you're gonna have to improvise a little bit. You're gonna have to brainstorm, and then you're gonna remember that your amazing, wonderful manager got you an Insta camera for Christmas, and then you're just gonna take a picture of your design on your phone, print that out, cut it out, fasten it to your cup in a dishwasher waterproof way, and there you go. There is your very own Stanley Cup. You know, Stanley, like the guy, laugh. Then you're gonna test it out. You can take it with you places as long as you don't go any places because you're stranded. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking there's no lid and so it's not gonna be spill proof, but that's actually not factual at all. It is spill proof. Whatever fun things you're up to, you can take it with you. It's just that kind of cup where it's kind of like a companion. It's kind of sentient. It's like its own being. Sometimes it speaks to you, it talks to you, it whispers in your ear at night. You can take it with you when you go sledding in the snow, or you could if you had the fun kind of snow and not the kind of snow that's just sinks down every time you step on it. But the Stanley Cup finds a way. There is always a way to have fun with a Stanley Cup, with this Stanley Cup that you made. So yeah, if you happen to have all these ingredients laying around your house, highly recommend making your own Stanley Cup. That's about gonna do it for me. Send help, reinforcements, send food that doesn't come in a
Stop, don't eat that. Who are you? Are you me from the future? I'm that sandwich in the future. My lunch? My name is X-A12. Okay, but what does that have to do with my sandwich? X-A-B, I'm sorry, what was it? It was X-A12. Look, if you eat that sandwich, the world is done for. Okay. X-Ford F-150. Do you have a nickname? Absolutely not. Okay, vitamin B12. I feel like you just want to steal my food. Why would I need to steal your food? My dad is Elon Musk. Okay, well, don't do this. Ha! I knew it wouldn't.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. Is it welcome back though? Is it really? Or is this the first time you're here? Or do you think it's the first time you've been here, but it was actually the last time you were here and you're looking back at a version of yourself in a parallel universe and you're actually about— Okay, that's enough. I'm sorry. We're watching time traveling TikToks today. I've recently stumbled upon a new side of TikTok that I much prefer over the endless bodyguard POVs, which I'm still getting a lot of, by the way. And there's a lot going on over there. Time traveling being just one of the many stuffs. We've got conspiracy TikToks, horror TikToks, those scary underwater videos that I hate but cannot stop watching. I think it's because I have zero knowledge of what's actually down there. So you could show me a picture of any weird looking creature and tell me it was from a deep level of the sea and I would believe you. Hey Chad, check out this new creature they found at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, that checks out. May 27th, 2021. Well, it was a Thursday, so that's pretty big. No, wait, they were right. They were right. It was National Great Popsicle Day. Damn it.
I missed it.
That gives you a pretty decent idea of what these TikToks are, though. It's a faceless creator, usually, making these really bold claims, trying to convince people that they're time travelers, which kind of reminds me of that person around March of last year who made that TikTok claiming to be psychic and saying that we were going to have a vaccine by April and everything was going to be back to normal in a couple months. And it's so funny to me because now she's just making like TikTok dances. How do you come back from that? Like nothing ever happened. Oh yes, I can see it now. You're gonna die tomorrow. What? How? I'm seeing a boat or a car or a heart attack.
2 days later.
Hey, you said I was gonna die yesterday. Oh. I spent all my savings and I gave my house to my brother, and he's a dick. He's not gonna give it back. What are you doing? Are you doing TikTok dances right now? Yes.
Okay, so far this is just the plot of Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth, the one who wrote Divergent. I really hope when the world ends, it's not structured like a Veronica Roth novel. The world is in shambles, and I'm the only one who can fix it. I'm a normal, everyday girl who's gonna be played by a stunning, flawless actress. I'm not like everyone else. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. Because I actually don't remember what her special ability was. I guess she could just dream. Well, I'm Tris. My boyfriend's name is a numerical value, and I can dream pretty good. Jesus, Serene Coin and aliens within 2 years? I wonder what's next. I bet it's gonna be awful. Oh my god, an earthquake. Not gonna lie, it kind of pales in comparison to full-on aliens. Okay, so we're getting superpowers again. I'm pretty sure if the world were to end anytime soon, it wouldn't be nearly as interesting as these people seem to think it would be. Like, our superpowers would probably be us being able to sit in the tub for longer without our skin getting as pruny, or like all of us being able to eat peanuts. Hold on, a T-Rex egg? Like they found a T-Rex egg and the device, they just happened to be in the same area, or the device was inside the T-Rex egg? Because that's a very confusing way to make a groundbreaking discovery. What is that? I think it's a dinosaur egg. No way, dude, that is so cool. Oh wait, no it's not. Oh, darn it. Not just a dinosaur egg. What? This is a device that opens a portal to a parallel universe. Whoa, that's like way cooler. I know, right?
The following video was sent to me via email by a time traveler from the year 2026. This is what the email said. The video I sent you shows a time traveler meeting up with an interdimensional robotic being. Pay attention to the man dressed in black. They exchange a few words and talk about the fate of the universe, including Earth. And then just as fast as the robotic being appears, it disappears.
Okay, aside from this being some of the greatest editing I've ever seen, how would you know what they're talking about? There's no audio, they're not mic'd up. They could be talking about something totally normal, like their Subway orders, or Will Smith. I can't tell if this page is actually a conspiracy page or if they're just trolling, because they made a video saying we should stop drinking grape soda because it's killing the planet. I've mentioned grapes twice more than I thought I would in a video about time travelers.
The following is a video that was sent to me by a time traveler who claims to be in the year 2059. In the year 2059 is very hot because the Earth has no protection over it. The sun rays go directly down to Earth and actually affect dramatically the world's population. When I asked him why send the video footage to us, he replied to me, because in order to save humanity, you must stop everything that you are doing. Please stop drinking grape soda.
We can't get any more detail on that. Just stop drinking it. As far as sodas that have the power to eradicate humankind, grape soda wouldn't have been my first guess. It would have been root beer. That shit is rancid. There's no way it isn't destroying the ozone.
When humans reached the moon for the first time, they did encounter some of the Marchulians. And in fact, humans mixed with Marchulians and had babies. Those babies went back to Earth on a secret capsule.
This whole account is just really bad CGI or a screen grab of a futuristic looking video game while he talks over it about something bizarre that happens in the future. Yeah, so whenever you want a burger, you can grab these packets with a picture of a burger on it, right, and put it in a future microwave. Wow. And then bam, what do you have? I'm gonna guess a burger. Wrong, it's Jeffrey Bezos. So I think we've learned enough about what huge events are gonna take place, but what about future technologies? Are we gonna have flying cars soon, or the internet in our brains? Or maybe ankle socks that don't end up around your toes?
I brought this. Do you know what this is?
Looks like a pen to me.
Well, that's where you'd be wrong. This is actually a stabilizer or anti-stabilizer. So if I were to put this on your head, it would destabilize your brain and just kill you.
None of that. We just get slightly more dangerous pins.
Do you have any other type of technology?
Let me see. Do you know what this is?
No, I don't know what that is at all.
Alright, so this, if you throw it, they can destroy a whole universe.
I love how it seems like they didn't plan this at all and they're just improvising, because as far as things that I think would be difficult to make up on the spot, the entire future of our planet is pretty high up on the list.
Do you know what this is? This contains all the DNA from other extraterrestrials during my time.
Wow.
It's off right now.
Thank God it's off.
But if I were to turn it on per se, I could go through all
I think you just turned it on though.
the extraterrestrials, and I just slap it like this. I get their DNA, I turn it into them, and I have all their powers.
That comes in handy for like if you have to fight someone.
Yes.
If you have to fight someone, that's the most appropriate situation you could come up with. You know how when you get into a fist fight at a bar and you just
summon all the aliens in the universe?
Hey, that's my seat. No, it's not. Yes, it is. What are you... Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, you can have the seat.
This mini thing right here?
It's from the future.
Believe it or not, it's from the future. It's my time travel device. So it's $100. It's a mini time travel. And after like 10 uses, it gets wasted of all its energy.
So just to recap, in the future, our time machines will look like Samsung battery packs, and inflation is going backwards. $100 for a literal time machine that you can only get 10 uses out of before it dies, like a vibrator you bought from Wish.
We have this special energy, and it involves dark matter. It's $100. You have to squeeze it, then you have to turn it on, obviously, and then you can go back anywhere, back in time, any place you want, and you go there.
They're so good at making detailed backstories for random items on their desk. It's a talent, honestly. So this is, well, this looks like a plastic skull, right?
Yeah, it does.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
Oh.
This is actually the key to our entire universe.
Oh, wow.
Because in the future, our entire universe is a fishbowl.
Oh.
So if you sing the ABCs into it, you get telekinesis.
That's incredible.
There's no going back after watching this. What if I told you that the world around you isn't real, but an illusion? This information will become public in 2071, but I am here to tell you the truth early. There are those who are aware of this today, and we call them wanderers. Wanderers are capable of lifting the curtain and seeing the world for what it truly is. Wanderers are also capable of seeing into the future, and a select few can even time travel. And I am one of them.
Some of you might recognize Arya from my kids' content on TikTok video. I'm not sure how well she'd be able to time travel, considering she's afraid of LED lights and advertising products to children in an ethical way. I guess this is a thing now, like this is a new genre on TikTok that's apparently profitable. These videos get a lot of attention and everybody wants a piece of the time traveling pie. I like to imagine they have weekly meetings where they congregate and discuss how to manipulate people online, but they aren't very good at it. Guys, I don't think people believe we're time travelers. What? What if we stopped using the same super dramatic music over all of our TikToks? Michael, what is that? Like a joke? Tell them an insane event is going to happen and give them a very specific date of when it's going to happen. But what if nothing happens on the date we give them? Something always happens on a day, Michael. Always happens on a day. Detail is our top priority. Anyway, like I was saying, tell them we're all gonna get powers from the sun. Oh, what kind of powers, by the way? Super ones. It's not very detailed. Get him the fuck out. I hope you guys learned something today. If you didn't, wait until we've invented time machines, transport to about 10 to 15 minutes ago, and then watch this video again. Or just replay the video. That would probably be easier. But I'm gonna call it there. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are